This episode brought to you by The Double Deuce. It's a good thing Jeff Healy's blind because that bathroom is really fucked.
Hey everybody, we are watching Roadhouse and you are listening to Miscast Commentary.
You certainly are.
You're listening to Miscast Commentary, where two guys have seen way too many movies and have way too much time on their hands.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Now here's your hosts, Joe Findlay and Todd Murray.
Everybody, welcome to Miscast Commentary. I'm Joe Findlay.
I'm Todd Tebow, the Sailor Murray.
And we do not want to wait. This is Roadhouse. This is the best, and this is the best time to press play.
That's right. Pressing play now. Whoa. Oh. United Artists. There he goes. Hey.
Sometimes you gotta hit mute.
Oh, we got to mute it out.
Don't want to get sued by anybody.
I do. I like the attention. Good old United Artists. So here we are, Roadhouse with Patrick Swayze.
Oh, I'm very excited.
The Swayze Express.
I remember.
Do you think Patrick Swayze was upset? Was he dead by the time? No, he was still alive when they were making Patrick Swayze jokes on Trailer Park Boys.
Oh yeah,
the Swayze Express. Anyways, what were you saying?
I was gonna say my favorite Patrick Swayze dead joke was from Community, when they were doing pottery class, and there was something they were talking about no ghosting, which is like getting behind the other person and like jokingly do the other thing. And he's like, no doing the guy on girl or girl on guy or hilarious guy on guy. And then he's like, just if you do it, you're out of here. And he points up to the thing, and it's just like a circle slash around Patrick Swayze. And they'll go, and he's like, it wasn't in bad taste. He wasn't dead then. He wasn't dead when I put it up. So I want to put this right out there right away. This movie was directed by a man named Rowdy Harrington.
Oh my God.
And it looks like it. Oh, but most important is this band. I have to look up the name.
Hey, that looks like the band Los Lobos or something. That looks like the guy that like they turn into vampires in Dusk Till Dawn.
Well, you're very, very, very talented. This band is called the Cruzados. When this band disbanded, lead singer Tito Larita formed Tito and Tarantula, who performed in From Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh my God.
You just fucking nailed it.
Dude, I cannot believe it. This, I swear to you people out there. I swear to you, Grafrau, Darnell, Tristonia, Tristina. I'm sorry.
Doesn't matter. I'm not giving them names anymore.
That was names. Nice close up. Nicely done, cinematographer.
Yeah.
This bar looks fucking awesome. This looks like a bar where adults go to act like kids.
Yeah. I could not be less interested in the bar scene. Personally, I can't believe you got that on such a quick view.
Yeah.
I'm blown away. Like, I may have to just shut this shit off immediately. I'm so proud of you.
Not planned either.
Look at that hair.
Oh, he is gorgeous.
He said in an interview one time that he like really he's like, I get talked about more about my hair in that movie than anything else.
I like when at least they have a sense of humor about it, right?
The first piece of action was a man kicking a girl in the pussy.
Nice.
That just occurred.
Just Sparta kicked her right in the vag.
Yeah. I like that one of his rules as a cooler is no fighting in the bar, but the first time you see his bouncers fighting, they're fighting in the bar.
Yes. They're allowed. Ooh, the whole place just shut down. Like, it got quiet.
The guy, I think he's on the right.
Got the girl whispering in his ear?
Yeah, he was just like, you and I are going on a date. He played, I think it's him.
Ooh.
Whoa. He played the, does sports choreography for movies. Like, so there's like dozens of movies and stuff where he like did the basketball or football choreography in it and stuff like that. But it was one of these guys. This is the bandstand, the bar that they're in right now, and I don't remember. But look at the hair on the guy on the left.
Pants.
Those guys both look completely like American Gladiators.
When did you say this was? 89?
89 this came out.
He looks like they just gave him Don Johnson's like Miami Vice pants and outfit.
Yeah, pretty much.
He looks like MC Hammer was his clothing director.
I just got thrown off because the way the tech guy was moving, he looked like he was DJing. I'm like, why do they have a DJ and a band going at the same time? This is just that
They like
cool.
to add psychedelic weird. That one guy looked like Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Yeah.
Look at this place is packed every night like this.
I like that it's a featured musical performance by the Jeff Healey Band. They're in the bulk of the movie.
Yeah.
And they perform several times.
You think you could take a knife to the shoulder that manly?
I feel in the moment, I feel you could, but I feel like when it was all said and done, I wouldn't be sewing it up myself. I'd be going, owie, owie, owie.
Oh, yeah. You got to get one of the ladies to sew your arm up, man.
Yeah. No, get it stapled like a fucking hero. But yeah, obviously we're looking at Patrick Swayze. He passed away in 2009, which was a long time ago. I didn't think it was that long ago.
I didn't think it was that long ago. They're actually, God love you, Patrick Swayze.
But he died of pancreatic cancer. Obviously known for things like Dirty Dancing, Red Dawn, The Outsider's Ghost, Point Break, and the like.
Point Break was fucking awesome.
Point Break was fantastic, and they're trying to remake that.
Didn't
It
they
was
already?
such a
They
joke.
already remade
They
it.
did it, but I'm saying it was such a joke of a remake.
Oh
and
my
stuff.
God!
But-
Extreme.
Well, and they were talking about certain things, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna get Gerard Butler to be the Bodhi character," and I'm like, I can kind of get behind that.
Yeah, I see that.
And then it was just some like random European guy who's like, I don't even know.
I
who
remember
he
the
was.
preview for it still too, being like, "These stunts are so extreme."
Yeah. One of Swayze's early jobs, though, he worked at Disneyland. He was a Prince Charming, like in the parade.
Oh,
And one of the Cinderellas that he used to dance with was Michelle Pfeiffer.
no shit.
Yeah, so you got that. His mom was Patsy Swayze, or Pat Swayze as she went by. She was a dance choreographer, and she did things like Urban Cowboy. She actually was I don't know what she was the choreographer for, but for Big Top Pee-wee. I'm assuming it was like the thumbs.
I think she did the do 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 do.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
That's she choreographed
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
And then she did the movie One Last Dance, which actually starred Patrick Swayze. So she
Oh.
choreographed her own son towards the end. And it wasn't really towards his end. I think there was still quite a while for him. But
Oh, his end got a lot of choreography. Let me tell you.
this is
Oh, this guy looks awesome. Look
What
at
a-
these guys.
hey, you douche.
What's he offering him? A new job or something?
Yeah, he's
Why don't you come over to
basically-
my big club?
Well, no, he said he had a rough club that he needs him to clean up.
Oh yeah.
And then he said, "You're the best." And then he goes, "Wade
You're the
Garrett's
best.
the best." And now we don't know who Wade Garrett is at this point.
Ooh, who could
So we get
Wade
that.
Garrett be? So what? Patrick Swayze's number 2, the number 2 bouncer in
Yeah.
all of East. Where the fuck is this?
They try to keep it very.
Like they don't really
Like-
say.
Well, in this area, it's supposed to be very kind of whatever. They said New York, like people say he's got like New York plates or whatever. But then I think they've also hinted that it's Kansas City because like the guy drove here. He didn't like, but I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Keep it.
Yeah.
You think he's Elvis?
I
He's handing out cars. Oh, he's got a new
know.
one.
Yeah, he's got a
Oh yeah, here's his New York plates.
So this is actually what's really funny too. I never understood this until I got older, and I'm like, oh yeah, he just doesn't want people trashing his car when he's fucking people up at these bars.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that makes perfect sense. But
So what? Every
Ooh,
day
a
he
cassette.
drives. Every day he drives a car, a different car there, gives it away, and then jumps into his Mercedes Benz and.
well, he buys he travels to town in his expensive car, then buys the shitty car, and then drives that one around everywhere, so nobody knows he's got a good one.
Jasper, it said.
Yeah, so this is Jasper. It's supposed to be a fictional town that's in Missouri.
Missouri.
But they say it's just outside of Kansas City and about an hour away from Springfield. If you listen to the dialogue in this, there is a Jasper, Missouri that's just outside of Kansas
Yeah.
City in an hour. So I think
Joel Silver.
So I think they just fucked up and made up and actually knew this place.
This bar is very nicely named because before you even go in, you know it's twice as shitty as any other bar you've ever been in.
It's like in Wayne's World where they're going to see the shitty Beatles. They any good?
The
They
shit-
suck.
At least they're named.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I've always wanted to be thrown out of a bar. Like, look at that guy's having sex with some girl in the car.
Yeah. Really funny is so the writers of this, the one guy he's under his name's R. Lance Hill. He writes under the name David Lee Henry. He was a writer for a Canadian magazine called Track and Traffic.
Tracking traffic.
No, Track and Traffic. And before he did any movies, and then the last two
That sounds
movies
like
he
the worst
did.
fucking magazine subscription ever.
I know, but he did this movie, and then Out for Justice was his last movie.
I had my quarter on the table last.
I know.
Out for Justice. Look at you're in a good bar when there's like chicken wire.
Yeah.
I think. Oh, there she is. Hey, I know that guy.
Yeah, he's a disgusting guy.
You know what? Okay, so here's the problem. So is this guy a creeper because that girl looks underage?
Yeah.
The thing is, why is she in there? Why did they allow her to go in there to drink?
Because they don't give a shit. They're like, oh, I'd rather fuck this underage girl, and then so if I let her in, she'll fuck me, type thing. You know, that's
Well, then you can't be. You know what I mean? But I mean the guy that's at the bar.
Yeah.
Like if you're at the bar and you see a girl and you're like, oh, that girl's hot.
Yeah.
You have to automatically assume that she's above the age of drinking if she's in there.
Well, if you're a bartender, she's been let in, so you
Yeah.
have to assume everybody is like the only person who really has to make a judgment call is the guy at the door.
Oh, do they know he's the new man? See this? Yeah. Jeff Healy started there with perfect vision.
Yeah.
Bottle, just like that. Yeah. Hit him in the eyes. He's been sitting there ever since.
Yeah, anybody who doesn't know, when he was about 8 months old, he got cancer in the eyes. His eyes were removed at 8 months old, and then fake eyes were put in.
Oh.
So he does not have real eyes. He's not just doing that like blind guy squint. He doesn't have eyes.
Yeah. Oh, I thought that he... do they show it here? He's got his fake ones in?
He's got his fake... He only has fake eyes.
Oh, so he's got eye sockets. That's the way you dress when you go to this bar?
Yeah.
Like, lady, did you take a wrong turn at fucking, like, Albuquerque?
I really want to
try. My God.
Nipple to nipple.
Terry Funk.
I know.
Just stood up in the background. Oh, my God, my name's on the post.
Nice.
Did you see it?
No, I didn't see it. The girl actually, little tie-in, the movie we did last week, Freddy vs. Jason, she was one of the FBI agents in Freddy vs. Jason.
That's right. You know, it's funny that I got the fucking dude from the band, but I didn't I didn't get right.
And she's also she's a stunt performer. I mentioned this
Her?
during the thing. Yeah, no, the blonde.
Oh.
She's a stunt performer and stuff like that now. She's in all kinds of stuff. We talked about her last week, though. I'm not going to keep boring you with it.
The blonde with the white dress?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. She's just boom.
Really?
Yeah.
What did she stunt woman in? Give me a couple examples.
Tons. Well, I just said, I did it last week, so I don't have it again.
Every week is like being born again.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like a goldfish that has like only so much memory, and then it's just taught like Dory.
Yeah, no, I know. It's not that I expected you to remember it. It's just that I didn't write it down again because it's like, oh, I just talked. I know I talked about it, so I'm like, I'm not gonna get the things. This isn't on you.
It's new to me.
This isn't on you. Well, you should start listening to our episodes.
Fuck that.
And there's the rat-faced John Doe.
I like that guy.
It's not his actual name, obviously, but that's his actor name is John Doe. It's like his real name is John Numison Dushak. He's actually he formed the punk band X, and then he was also in the band The Knitters.
The Knitters, look at these changes.
Great Buick.
Oh, see?
What
they're gonna call the same number.
I really need that Buick. Oh, just so happens I was gonna do it. Will you sell it for a fuck? That guy, I don't know if you'd remember the movie, but the guy who just picked up the guy off the stairs there, he plays Sam in the movie Diggstown.
Oh, wicked movie.
Great movie. He's one of the 10 boxers.
Fuck, man, we should do Diggstown one day.
I'd love to do Diggstown. It's one of my favorites.
I love that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Where's James Woods been at? Look, he's got his fake. So those are fake eyeballs.
Those are fake eyes.
What's he blinking for? Doesn't even have eyes.
It's a muscle reaction. Those things weird me out.
And they allow you to throw. Okay, well, here he comes.
Yeah.
Here he comes.
Well, he doesn't work here yet. That one guy looks like Jeff Foxworthy and Hulk Hogan had a baby on the left there.
Oh, I saw him. That guy's in like a kick. Is that dude Fist of the North Star? The other bouncer guy that they just showed?
I don't think so. But I honestly didn't look really hard when I was looking him up because I didn't recognize him from anything. But I don't recall seeing that.
That guy's Fist of the... Just believe me, people.
Yeah, Jeff Healy, this is the only movie he was in. He was in a TV like miniseries, one episode of it, and then that was the end.
You think it was weird for Patrick Swayze to look into his eyes in these scenes, knowing full well that right when the scene's done, he's popping them out?
Well, also, he is most well known for his song Angel Eyes.
Oh my God. You think he ever take his eyeballs out and then pour beer into the eye holes?
Probably not.
Throw his head forward so beer shoots out of his eye holes?
I think that's vodka they do that with.
Oh.
It's funny that he is, that being a bouncer, or in his case a cooler, gives you such a reputation. I could see maybe people in the town knowing who you are, but like this guy is several towns over and they're all, he's fucking Dalton, man. What? No way, that's not Dalton.
The word travels. That guy right there is Fist of the North Star, man. Look at him. Or he looks like Johnny Cage or something.
He
like,
looks
he's
very
something.
much like Johnny Cage.
He's in something else, that guy.
He's way too old to be Johnny Cage. When I looked him up, I found nothing of it.
You, sir.
He was in a lot of things, but it was all like everything that I saw was all like one-offs. Like, oh, he was in an episode of Criminal Minds type thing. This is my favorite part. This is my adolescence. This is my adolescence coming to fruition, which is probably why I watched this so much. This is my favorite actor. He was trying out for the role of Wayne in Wayne's World. Are you kidding?
This guy?
Yeah. Like that's just
like he totally was. I love this part. I remember, I don't remember a lot of this movie because I haven't seen it in forever.
Yeah.
But this scene I remember.
Yeah. Well, while he's playing with some titties, I'll talk more about some other people. So this was produced by Tim Moore and Steve Perry. Tim Moore has produced like all of Clint Eastwood's movies. So like the Flags of Our Fathers, Letters from Iwo Jima, Invictus, Jagger, Jersey Boys, American Sniper, Gran Torino, all that kind of stuff. Steve Perry was more the action guy. He's produced Sudden Impact, Action Jackson, Lethal Weapon 2 through 4, Die Hard 2, Adventures of Ford Fairlane, Under Siege 2, Speed 2.
That's all it took.
Like that kind of stuff. Oh, the big fat bouncer. He was in Batman Returns as a fat clown.
Oh, so I should have recognized that waddle. Yeah. I really oh man.
Yeah. Oh man.
Why did I drop out of that waddling in cinema class?
Yeah, exactly. Well, my one foot sticks slightly out to the right, so if I'm sitting down for too long, I get that waddle.
Holy fuck, man! Yeah. Never. Did I tell that story about when I was in the strip club parking lot?
Yeah,
and we got into that. We did, yeah, right? I should have told it this week, man, because then you can punch the chick right in the face. There's Pat right there.
That would be me.
Oh, yeah. Got a big bone. Oh my! Look at Terry Funk. Boom! Chainsaw Charlie.
Anybody who doesn't know Terry Funk, he's a WWF wrestler, ECW wrestler, WCW wrestler, all those good things. Still doing it on occasion, and he's in his like 60s or 70s now.
You ever known anybody that was like that dude who was like, hey, like,
let's fight all the time.
No, but like you pay me $20 and you can play with my girlfriend's tits?
No, otherwise that person would still be my best friend.
What the hell? Oh.
A lot of, like, that girl does not appear again in this movie. Did she get fired for wasting that bottle of vodka?
Yeah, well, because she missed her target. You have to be a good shot if you're at the old Roadhouse.
Yeah. I like that. You come here. You gonna do something about this? There's Terry Funk just with another guy.
He's just spinning a guy.
It's like every fight. It's like every fight scene in No Holds Barred.
I like where they just stopped it there. He was just about to throw a punch at no one.
Yeah.
That is Fist of the North. He is in something. You drop the ball on this guy.
Fuck. I
got to drop the balls on your face.
Well, I'm not.
Roadhouse style.
I'm not looking him up. I refuse.
If you,
his cheekbones are too perfect.
I just came up with a new sex move.
What?
You dunk your balls in some kind of barbecue sauce. It's got to be like a deep Texas kind of barbecue sauce. Yeah. Then you drop them. You what do you call that? You
teabag?
Yeah, you teabag them, but you go Roadhouse. It's called the Roadhouse teabag.
Nice.
From Texas.
See, why do blind people get hot girls? There's no need for that.
Yes, there is.
You don't you can get like that's all the butterface.
I like all the his eyeballs should be googling around and then they put him in pretty good.
Yeah, I like that. I like that line. The story is you fuck with him, he'll seal your fate.
Big T. That's me, man.
All right.
That's what I call my penis, not anyone else. Nice. When they see it, it ain't a big
and
T.
It's not because it's Todd, because his name's Todd. It's because it is in the shape of a T.
Exactly.
It is disgusting.
Yeah. Uppercase. It's really tiny, but it's an uppercase T, so it's a big T.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So we did mention Joel Silver produced the movie too. Anybody who doesn't know him, he is like the legend of action movies.
This guy walked over to the car of the dealer and he was like, she's a runner. Yeah. And Patrick Swayze's like, huh? And he's like, yeah, the girl in the trunk.
Yeah, exactly.
She just keeps running.
There it is. But so he's produced The Warriors and 48 Hours. He produced Weird Science. He produced Commando, which is one of ours.
Oh, yeah. Which is one of ours.
Yeah, we did that. Lethal Weapon, Predator, Die Hard, Demolition Man, which is one of ours.
Sweet, yeah.
Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight, The Matrix, Sherlock Holmes. Like, he has got his
I keep forgetting. Together. I need to get the whole Tales from the Crypt episodes.
The series, yeah.
Yeah, can you buy that out there in the world or what?
I'm sure you can. Who knows? Everything's for sale.
Nice place out here, eh? Look at all this green.
This place, being where it was too, there's lots of rivers and stuff flowing. It'll create a lot of natural stuff. But this barn where he's about to come up, they built this specific. Well, not. Yeah, the barn in the back there. They built that specifically for the movie. Like, it wasn't like a set location. They just built it up so they had it. But all of the place, when you see them, are all facades, like the Double Deuce and that. Everything else is shot on set.
Oh, the Double Deuce is not really there?
No, there's no actual building there. It's just a big facade in the front. And then you go to sets after that. This guy here, his name is Sunshine, and I lost his name. No, his name is
been a lot of stuff.
His name's Sunshine Parker.
Sunshine Parker.
He was the first guy we found dead in Tremors.
There you go. I was like, I know this guy from somewhere.
Yeah, and he plays the hobo in Pee-wee's Big Adventure, a movie that we have recorded but we have not released yet.
Yeah.
So take that.
I think I just pooped.
Oh, great.
Oh.
But they pick all the perfect guys to be these, like, good old boys. Kind of whatever.
There's a good old boy. He can afford this place on his bouncer side. Look, the helicopter's coming to bring him to work.
Well, really, what is there to
He's going to ride a horse.
A, Missouri real estate. Can't be that much. B, it's in a barn. It cannot be that. It's probably not that expensive.
You don't think?
No.
Maybe not. Maybe not in 89 when you got all that horse shit in the next room.
I was going to say, if he's paying $400 a month, I will eat my hat.
Oh my God, you're not even wearing a hat.
Well, because I ate it already. Because
This
I found
guy's
out
hat.
it was $402. Yeah, I will eat Ben Gazzara's hat.
Ben Gazzara. That's a fucking nice place, man.
Yeah, well, if you're going to do it, you're going to do it.
This guy's some old creeper, eh?
Ben Gazzara, he's funny. He's actually, sadly enough, he also died of pancreatic cancer. He died in 2012 of pancreatic cancer. Best known outside of this to most like people who would watch our shit is Big Lebowski. He played Jackie Treehorn. And then he was in Thomas Crown Affair. He was in a lot of Italian stuff. He is Italian. His actual name is Biagio Gazzara.
Biagio, dinner's ready.
Yeah, it sounds like a nice fluffy whole wheat bread.
When I get older, one day, I'm going to make a pasta. Kids are going to love me. What does he say there? I'll free the kids from slavery.
Something like that. That sounds great.
Stop making the pasta.
Mamma mia. But he was a member of the Actors Studio. He actually had throat cancer back in 99 and survived that in time to die of cancer later.
Oh.
And
just in time.
Yeah. But he said specifically he has picked some of his roles because Sam Elliott was in the movie. And sure enough, Sam Elliott is in this movie. So thank you, Sam Elliott.
I didn't know that guy was so like, I'll just do what Sam Elliott does. And I'm like, okay, great, come on.
Well, because he respects Sam Elliott and he's like, oh, if he says it's good, I'll
Who
do
doesn't?
It. Right?
Respect Sam Elliott.
And then he also appeared in the movie Voyage of the Damned, which featured Sam Elliott's wife.
No.
Yeah. Catherine.
And Jackie Treehorn and Sam Elliott were in Lebowski as well.
You got that right, baby.
Yeah.
That's how this shit comes together.
Fucking A, where's Kevin Bacon in there?
Well, he's dead.
Oh.
Pancreatic cancer.
Oh my God. Okay, so you know that like if we were to have sex with the same woman, which we do
because we're
often.
We like to be wiener cousins as often as we can come.
And you're called Eskimo brothers.
Oh, that's the other one.
But if you are, if you and one of your fellow actor co-stars and you both die of pancreatic cancer, what brothers are you?
Pancreat twins? I don't know.
Yeah. I like that.
It's all awful. So he's showing all the new designs for the Double Deuce here and stuff, but I was always confused. I'm like, are you building a new bar or are you renovating this bar? And if you're renovating this bar, where's the scenes where you're closed for renovations?
Yeah.
So they're
just going to build it on top, right? You build a new bar on top of the old bar, then you demo. You just you just set a couple charges, and then that one just crumbles right on top of it.
Yeah,
it's like it was never there.
I like that essentially the first scene with all these guys really being together is him just firing the bulk of the people too.
Oh, you're gone, honey.
She looks like we're
selling
drugs.
Pussy here, not drugs. That guy's from something too, right there with the hairdo over there. Was getting a smoke out.
Yeah. Well, now he's got to smoke in because that was bad continuity.
Oh, yeah.
It must be hard.
I'm telling you, gay. It's my way or the highway.
I don't like when they promote from without. I'd rather somebody that I was working with became my boss. And then it's like, okay.
Oh, yeah, because rather than the new guy, you're like, who the fuck's this guy?
You don't know how
He's
this
so
fucking
tough.
place works. All right.
Oh, he knows how it works. He's Patrick Swayze. Do you think that Patrick Swayze, for to be the real actor, was a bouncer somewhere out there in like the South?
Somebody said that this was based, or portions of this were based on like real life events. One of which where there was a guy who was kind of like terrorizing the town type thing, the way Ben Gazzara does,
Right.
and he just ended up murdered. But he was like in public, and then when people came, it was like, yeah, I didn't see anything. I don't know what you're talking about. It's just they all got together, decided to murder him, and all denied.
Watching as your friend shoots me. I don't know. Whatever.
There was no Big Brother back then, man. Not the same kind. Anyways.
He wasn't as big.
Yeah.
And he wasn't my brother yet. You got to get real close to you. Twist the knife.
Yeah. Funny enough, Patrick Swayze actually, he pulled out a Tango and Cash from Kurt Russell's role to be in this movie.
He was going to be Kurt Russell's role in Tango and Cash?
Yeah.
I don't know how I would have felt about that kind of thing.
No, I don't think that...
perfect casting.
He's not... Yeah, Kurt Russell's ideal for that role. See, there he is again. You could totally see him as Fat Clown.
Oh, yes.
The original tagline for this, because Dirty Dancing being so big, the tagline was called "The dancing's over. Now it gets dirty."
What?
That was the tagline for this movie. To just kind of give
say
you
it again.
The dancing's over. Now it gets dirty.
The dancing's over. When the dancing's over.
Yeah.
The dancing gets dirty.
No, you heard what I said.
When the
you didn't
dancing
ends. You're making it worse.
Then we will have another beer.
No, it's even worse now. Well, somebody called my mom a whore.
When the dancing ends, that means your song on the jukebox is over.
No, you know.
And you should go back over and put another song in.
You got it. I'd shut this
down.
And
then punch somebody. Look at this toothpick guy. Look at that mustache.
I feel bad. He was like, well, the guy's legitimately trying to know, okay, when's the time to actually like really like bring it up? You won't know because you're too fucking stupid. I'll fucking tell you, you fucking assholes.
Yeah, way to go.
I like that even the updated version is still chicken wire.
That's their new, but it's like the squares,
well, they're not
or the octagons are even smaller now.
Look at there's slutty women at these bars though.
I know, like they love these fighting men.
Anybody who watches 80s from the movie say, oh, here you go, here's him letting in the he just let in the underagers, right?
Good guy.
He knows.
Somebody has to.
Right. This movie was nominated for 5 Razzies, but it didn't win any of them. Yeah, but also it was named by the people who do the Razzies. It was in the top 100 most enjoyable bad movies.
Oh, so like they really liked it.
They really liked it, but they just were acknowledging the fact that it's not a good movie. It's just an enjoyable movie.
I have been in a bar when that has happened though, where a girl has gotten totally loaded and got up on a table. Or actually, it was the bar.
Nice.
And she started dancing around.
Well, it's probably better.
Oh my God, this girl's falling off. Look at her looking up her skirt. Yeah. Who would know a guy with such a cool shirt would be such a dick?
Look at how tucked in that button-up shirt is. Look at this guy.
Oh, that's it.
Punched in the face.
Whoa.
That escalated quickly.
Jesus, did it ever.
From, hey, excuse me, knife. This is my favorite part. Oh. The instant blood, though, eh? This is my favorite part coming up, though, is the Jeff Healey line. That out of nowhere. Yeah, it's just the name is Dalton.
Does it really get women hot seeing men beat each other up?
Oh, on some level, it's all monkey shit in the back of your brain, right? So I like that the guitarist just goes, "You got to give a little Dalton announcement to Jeff Healey." It was like, so you're
a little Dalton.
The name is Dalton. Like that's so out of context to anybody who wasn't right there when he was dealing with.
He's like, is he saying his name's Dalton?
Yeah. Or was the guy who got his face put this?
What is going on?
Oh, there we go. So this is where you know him from. Riding this girl.
Yeah. I like is that the underage girl?
Yeah.
Well, that didn't take long.
No. And he says to his guy, I'm going to make you my regular Saturday night thing.
Oh my God, we just see his wang?
A little bit. You see some neck.
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah. Well, it was still a rape.
Oh man. It's not, does it look like he's raping her?
Yeah.
Does it look
statutorily speaking?
Oh, okay. I was like, what? That girl's right into it.
Yeah. Look how old that cash register is.
This guy looks like he could have been played by Well, you I can't think of his name. We just talked about him. Aliens. He died recently.
Oh, Bill Paxton.
Look at this guy.
He
This
does.
guy's like Bill Paxton's front face.
If Bill Paxton and a rat had a baby.
Bill Paxton and the guy that was in Tango and Cash that looks like a rat.
Yeah.
What's that dude's name? He was also in like The Fifth Element, and he's got that rat
Oh, I know
face.
who you're talking about. I don't know his name off the top of my head. Yeah, so this guy's done a lot of actual recording. Like I said, he was in the punk band X, and then he was in the band The Knitters. He's got 11 solo albums.
Dude.
Yeah. And he recorded a couple of songs for that Bob Dylan movie, I'm Not There. So he
Hey.
did a couple of covers on that.
Hey, no
so he's
shit.
got like a legit movie career, but he's still also a working actor to this day. Like he's still going.
Actually, he looks like Sam Rockwell morphed with.
Nice.
I can't get his name.
I don't know.
Did
we just say it?
Yeah.
Bill Paxton?
Bill Paxton. Fuck.
There you go.
I'm having like a Bill Paxton brain block.
Nice. My tablet's too heavy. White people problems.
Oh, that is a.
I've been holding it.
White person
I've been holding it
problem.
one way, and like for the longest time, and no, I'm sad.
No,
Oh,
Joe.
my arm doesn't work,
Oh,
right?
look what they did.
Yeah, I
That's
like.
fucking Lamesville.
Well, I like now because cars don't have big long antennas. My antenna's just a little nubby that sits off the back.
This is why he gives his car away every night.
Yeah,
Because some dickhead who he beat up at the bar who totally deserved it.
yeah. I like that. It looks like Ben Gazera's place is all AstroTurf.
Oh, I love a good AstroTurf rug burn.
Yeah. Oh, that would be the worst. Well, like, where are all these people from? Like, he's got his thugs there, but then I was like, well, like, this does not look like a big enough town to have these kind of regular parties.
If you're going to whack off
Yeah.
in the window, you would turn that light out.
I'll tell you definitively.
Oh, breasts.
I remember
movies.
being really good at pausing movies. Oh, I didn't even recognize that was Terry Funk with his pants down, tossing her in.
Oh, hell yeah.
I got a big. I love that guy. He's actually.
He looks like a big dude.
He is a really big dude. He's in a lot of stuff. His name's Tiny Ron. He plays Mountain in this. He was Al in The Naked Gun and Police Squad. You know the guy who's
Oh, the guy you
assistant?
never see his face.
No, you just see his body.
Oh,
and he
no
doesn't-
shit.
So
Yo,
he's in-
that's a good piece of trivia right
Yeah.
there.
And then he plays, I can't remember the character's name, but he was in Last Man Standing. It was like, I can't
The
remember
big
his
guy.
name, Giant something.
Yeah.
And then he was in Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
Oh, my Lord.
So yeah, that's his,
This
thing.
girl's in a lot of shit, eh?
Yeah, this is Kathleen Wilhoit. I know her primarily from Gilmore Girls.
Uh-oh, she
She's-
wants to
Yeah.
get a little
the
Swayze.
great. This is the great scene where she wants some sweet buns.
The Swayze.
Look at those buns. He's got like a weird little thing, like she is.
He's got like a poopy mark on his cheek
Yep.
there. He shit the bed last night. He got all fucking loaded.
I would love
Took
nothing
too
more
many shots. She's like,
Yeah.
woo!
because she makes that kind of face. I'd love to just hear it. Splash.
Yeah, sploosh.
That would be all right. But yeah, she was in a lot of stuff. She was in Lorenzo's Oil, L.A. Law, Color of Night. She was a regular on ER. I never see it close enough, but she actually has 2 different colored eyes, apparently, when I was doing research on her. And she actually auditioned for Phoebe on Friends,
Hey.
which I could kind of see. I don't think she'd be better than Lisa Kudrow, but
Oh, shouldn't have done. He's cleaning house at the bar
yeah.
in all aspects.
Yeah. You
Front
don't
of house,
understand.
back of the house.
I like though he's like so like Eastern and he's all about healthy and taking care of his body, but except those smokes.
Yeah. Gotta get the smoke. Everybody's a hypocrite somehow.
Yeah. The way I'm a hypocrite is child murder.
Yeah, that's hilarious. You said that. I was literally.
not hilarious.
I was gonna say.
Oh.
Oh, look at this guy all over the road.
This is the way when he's not directly murdering people, the way you have to show that he's bad is that he just doesn't give a shit about road law, like about traffic laws.
He's so rich, it doesn't matter.
Okay, so what specifically were you going to say now?
Oh,
that
I was
going
gonna say I'm a hypocrite too.
Okay.
But I was gonna say, like, I don't murder the child. I just torture them for a bit.
Oh, that's good. I murder them.
Straight up, you're a good man.
I'm not-
doing God's work. Yeah,
It's true.
somebody's gotta.
It's true.
You ever
Take that,
seen like you ever
fucking
seen
Christians.
like an animal that's so cute that you have to just take a hammer and smash his brains in?
Yeah, it's called every animal.
Oh my!
That's why I have my smashing hammer.
Attached to his belt.
It's like that was my version of Pokemon Go. So this place is another one of those facades. It's just 2 walls. There's nothing inside.
I love how they do that.
But it's just up in the middle of nowhere. They're just like, oh, let's throw up some walls.
How much this one cost to make? The old Roadhouse.
It cost $17 million to make.
So that, Jesus Christ, are you kidding me? This movie cost $17 million?
Yeah.
Didn't Star Wars cost 11?
Yeah, but this was later. It was 18 years later. So if you consider like that much.
What's it cost to put up a double wall? That's fake.
Well, it didn't cost $17 million to put up the double wall.
Maybe to keep Patrick Swayze's hair looking super tight and fly.
Yeah. So this guy who plays Red here, his real name is Red West. He was a stunt guy and stuff like that. He appeared in 35 episodes of Wild Wild West. He was in Natural Born Killers as the sheriff. He was in that Nicholas Sparks movie Safe Haven. But he was actually a close friend and bodyguard of Elvis.
For real?
For real. He was in his the Memphis Mafia, like his inner circle of people.
No shit.
Him and a couple other guys eventually got fired by Elvis's dad for being like too rough on people and stuff like that. Which is kind of why Terry Funk got fired from being a bouncer in this, but that's a whole other thing. And then they all together released a tell-all book about Elvis right before he died.
No way.
So before he died, too, not after.
Oh, wow. So just before you died, your friends just stabbed you right in the back.
Yeah. So yeah. And then also, because everybody else is in this fucking movie, he's also a songwriter. He's like a collaborator and for some country tunes and stuff like that. I like the bandana around, or is that like a dickie or an ascot?
I don't know what it is. An ascot.
There it is.
Ooh, nice word usage.
Look at that guy in the back there. Who plays Jimmy there, like the main fighter guy. Looks like he is made of gay porn.
Oh my!
He's just.
Oh yeah. He doesn't pay for anything. That guy.
I want to watch you have sex with him.
Oh,
all right.
Yeah.
I like that guy a lot. That's who you hire. That's who you hire when Willie Nelson doesn't want to be in your movie.
He's too stoned to show up.
I don't think reefers existed then. I like how he drives a Mercedes and does Tai Chi.
What the hell?
Oh, I didn't know I got a queer. That's who I wish was that part.
Is this for real, or is he just faking it right now? Like, did he train? He's way skinny.
He does have martial arts training.
Dear Lord, is he ever skinny, eh?
Yeah. Well, he's the right body type for him. He's a dancer, right? So
he is a dancer. Look at those moves, man.
And now it makes sense now that I've done the research and found out his mom was a dance choreographer. The fact that he became a dancer kind of makes sense.
Do you think that that's real sweat glistening, or did they spray him down?
Yeah, they got him working. They got him sweating. Well, he doesn't even have like a proper quad runner. He's got like a tricycle, like a baby.
Like a little bitch baby.
Yeah. So we mentioned this. I teased it last week, but we're going to mention it right now. We did say there was an off-Broadway performance of this.
Oh, that's right.
So the title was probably takes longer to say the title than the actual play was in theaters. But it was called Roadhouse, the stage version of the cinema classic starring Patrick Swayze, except this one stars Timac from the 80s cult classic The Last Dragon wearing a blonde mullet wig.
Are that is the title of the play?
That is the title of the play.
And it was the guy from
The Last Dragon.
Oh, Bruce Leroy?
Yeah, Bruce Leroy.
Oh my God.
Acts in nothing.
Was that like a joke show?
No, to my knowledge, well, I mean, it wasn't super serious, but like, I don't think they were expecting it to make it huge, but like, I don't think they were like looking for Tonys.
What the fuck? If your movie, because you said before, you gotta love Buddy's underboob sweat he's got going on. Nothing else sweating on him except for one of them big moobs.
Well,
oh my fuck!
Whenever I hear moobs, I get instantly happy.
Aroused.
Something I didn't see.
There's Sam Paxton.
Yeah, somebody you'd have to see. You'd have to go back to see. We missed out on in the bandstand, the bar at the beginning. One of the hot girls in it is Barbara from the Night of the Living Dead remake.
Oh, they're coming for you,
yeah.
Instead of they're coming for you, they're coming on you.
Yeah, there you go.
They're coming on you, Barbara.
But I started looking her up, right? Because I'm like, we got to try and find her, and then I couldn't find her, so whatever. But she also played the possessed witch in Army of Darkness.
Oh my God, yes.
And then now she's a stunt woman, but she was in like her big one. She was in Jurassic Park and Speed doing stunts.
Whoa, what the hell? Why is this guy calling him a chicken dick?
Because
trying to cut his dick off.
Well,
I'll have two penises.
Yeah. That would have been the ultimate time to stab him, is when he reached down to adjust his belt.
Oh, did he just fire him or something?
Yeah, he fired him in the last scene for skimming the till.
Oh, he's the till skimmer.
Yeah.
Oh, if your movie Holy shit, this fight is breaking down, man.
Everybody's bringing knives.
Jesus.
This guy...
Who's this guy fighting?
That's the guy who was just fighting him there. I think that's Joe Unger. Oh, wait, no, that's not him. I'll have to get back to you on that guy.
I was going to say, because you mentioned this movie was up for Razzies.
5
Razzies. If your movie gets put up for Razzies, are you you already know, you're like, oh fuck, okay, we're up for Razzies. Okay, people aren't, the critics aren't digging it.
Yeah,
big time. Are you kind of offended when you don't win? Like, if your movie's in the Razzies, do you want to win at least if you're in?
What is truly a win? If you don't get it, you're like, oh, congratulations, you're the 5th worst movie of the year or whatever. Yeah, I don't really know what the rule is for that kind of thing.
Like, do they all go to the bar and get cocky over, like, haha, my movie was deemed worse than yours, you owe me a drink?
Yeah, we did it.
So I'm having some throat.
That's okay. We're all going to die soon.
Woo!
That's what I'm learning.
Here, this blonde lady, what was she in?
We got Kelly Lynch. She's another one who's got like a fucked up face now because she was getting old like a human and then she just fucked it up. She had a small role in Cocktail. She was a model before all this stuff.
Right.
She had a small role in Cocktail. She was in Drugstore Cowboy, Curly Sue, Virtuosity.
Curly Sue, that's it.
She was in Mr. Magoo, Charlie's Angels. She played a transsexual man in the L Word. She was in the 90210 remake. She is actually married to the guy who wrote Scrooged.
Yeah. Still?
Well, yeah, he still is the writer of Scrooged.
Oh.
No, they are.
That hasn't changed over time?
Yeah, but she actually turned down Sharon Stone's role in Basic Instinct.
Whoa.
So she was actually the first choice to show off some puss.
Yeah, they knew they were going to do that.
Look, I like how they...
Holy Lord.
I like how they always do this. I'm going to put big glasses on her and a weird tight pulled back ponytail. Nobody's gonna know she's pretty even though she's clearly a model.
Oh my god, I love when they do that.
Yeah, and then it's just the take off the glasses, shake out the hair. It's like, oh my god,
and everybody's like, whoa, oh, there you go.
Those staples.
Like he's trying to be super manly.
I like that. You know what, I've done this once. I think it was when we were
stabbed in a bar fight and they stapled it.
Yeah, no, I think it was actually when we were rehearsing for a play or something. I don't remember. Oh, no. It was when I was in college because I was doing radio stuff and they wanted to numb me. They were doing a cavity and they're like, yeah, we're going to numb you. And I'm like, I really can't. Like, I've got to talk on the radio. And they're like, it's going to hurt. And I'm like, how about we do it fast? And so they just...
You toughed it out?
I toughed it out. It was quite painful.
Like Bill Murray in
Little
Shop of Horrors. Dentist. Yeah. Holy. It's gonna get a candy bar.
Or Jack Nicholson in Little Shop of Horrors.
The Roger Corman one. That's right. Yeah, that's what they say. They say you work with Roger Corman twice in your career, on the way up and on the way down.
You got it.
So they say, so you better be half decently nice because you're seeing him again.
Conan O'Brien worked with Roger Corman in Sharktopus versus Terracuda.
Sharktopus took on the Terracuda. Where was I for this?
I don't know. It didn't last long. But
man.
Yeah, he plays himself, but he's like under an umbrella on the beach, and then he's like somebody like hits a volleyball over near him and he just starts screaming. He's like, I'm Conan O'Brien, and he's like backing up towards the water, and then the Sharktopus like cuts his head off, and then everybody just starts ending up playing volleyball with his head.
Of course.
You know, like awesome. I never like I thought you'd be bigger thing.
The tires don't look like they're even moving.
Yeah, it's like a little bit of it. They look like they're moving backwards.
Is that like what the frig? Like
it's probably just the way the treads are laid out on it.
That's where their $17 million budget went, making the tires go backwards.
I've got those on my Hyundai Elantra right now. those 60-inch tires. I like that. That's your mode of travel from place to place. Like that's not like your
monster truck.
I always like that. Every now and again, you see like a road legal monster truck where it's got like the biggest legal wheels on it as possible, so it's still like 8 feet off the ground.
Oh, look, they're under Jackie Treehorn's tutelage.
It looks like Jimmy there. Well, because he's his nephew. It looks like Jimmy there is more gray now than he was before.
He is. He is more gray. Touch of gray.
Yeah, being his bodyguard is really stressful.
His gay bodyguard.
Well, very gay, but.
Made of gay.
Yeah. But speaking back of Kelly Lynch, she actually had to replace somebody in this movie. Annette Bening was fired from this movie.
What?
She was originally Kelly Lynch's role, and apparently the the chemistry between Patrick Swayze and Kelly Lynch was not,
Annette Bening.
Annette Bening was not good, so they fired her because it's his movie, not her movie. And
the big guy's in something else too.
Yeah, and then Kelly Lynch, she had like one of the final, like the old school like deals where you would sign a contract with a movie studio and you had to do so many pictures for them.
Right.
And she had like one of the last ones, so she still had like 2 movies left on United Artists. And so had to get one in, and then this one got suggested for her, and she didn't really want to do it, and then Joel Silver met with her and convinced her that this was what she needed to be doing.
Huh. You ever seen, that's the worst when you work for like the evil little boss and he punches you and you can clearly take him.
Yeah.
But you have to allow him to just beat you up while that
Well,
friggin' guy over there with the moob sweat laughs at you.
Well, I was trying to really figure it out because all the guys are laughing at him too. And I'm like, is it because, like, is this guy really just that tough that they're like, haha, you can't beat him up, or haha, you're just sitting there taking it? Like, I don't understand, because they never play him off as like any kind of tough anywhere else in this movie, because he doesn't punch out anybody else in this movie except that one guy who's not allowed to hit back.
Why didn't he believe him?
I don't know. Fuck him. I think he did. Actually, I think he did believe him, but he's just like, fuck it, I don't care.
Gotta get crazy. I never understood why people would, want to work for that bad guy, especially the one where he kills his underlings on a whim. And you're like, oh yeah, I guess I'd be like, fuck, the moment he fell asleep, I'd be like, hey, get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, exactly. I'm taking over business.
Yeah.
Especially in a small town. It's not like a giant like crime family where like the next guy's gonna come down.
No, take over. Fuck that, man. I get this. Get the hell out of Dodge. Look at the mess. Damn kids.
Mm-hmm. All the actors in this movie, they were all trained to do like their own fight stunts and stuff by this guy named Benny the Jet Urquidez. He's got 9 black belts and 9 different martial arts things, but he believed so much in Patrick Swayze's abilities, he literally said, he's like, if this doesn't work out, you should become a professional kickboxer.
Really?
Yeah, you're legitimately good.
You know what? He didn't even look at Patrick Swayze do any kicks or punches. He was just staring at that beautiful mane in the sun.
Well, and here's what's that.
You're just so good at kicking, Patrick. Just kick again. Oh.
And his handsomeness caused a lot of problems on the set, actually.
Really?
I
can see that.
There was one point when a truckload of girls like charged towards his trailer and like drove right up to his trailer, and like security had to like swarm and get them all out of there.
That's a bummer, eh?
And there were a bunch of times. There was a girl in a scene. Oh, here's the introduction of Sam Elliott in the only possible way, in the wet G-string contest.
Wet G-string.
Look at how...
this must be... This is... Okay, here's a funny thing. If you go to the States now and you go to a Ripper Club...
Yeah.
That's what we call the strippers here in Canada, the old Rip Brews.
Yeah.
So they cannot show their boobs. They have to put stickies on their nipples. So where is this?
Pasties?
Where the hell is this?
No, this is in Missouri. The rules were different then.
Maybe because it's the Roadhouse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's Sam Elliott. Oh my God, it's Vinegar.
Sam Elliott was like one of like the sexiest men in film back, earlier than this when he was doing westerns and stuff like that. I never really considered him like that because I know him mostly as an older guy. So.
Right.
So and I was like getting into him at a time where I couldn't possibly consider a man attractive.
Not then.
No, not then. Now, fucking all over.
Oh, buddy. Oh, yeah.
I'd have given him a tugger.
We gotta give him the old rusty trombone. That's the rusty trombone. We'll do it reverse, and it's the rusty trombone.
Shake weight.
Is this like the retirement gig for security dudes? Like he's got the wet G-string contest he does now. He works at the strip club. He's like fucking A.
I picture him just being the chill, like Zen kind of guy who's just like, I don't give a shit where I work. I'm just doing the job, and he's like, I'll just do it. And
yep, gotta go to work.
Stay cool.
Two guys fighting over the loony on the table. What was it back then? You put your loony on the table now.
Yeah, well, they don't have the loony in
what is it,
States.
$1 bill?
No, they would probably put
probably a quarter.
It was probably a quarter,
yeah.
Well, 2 quarters. It's all in quarters. So here's Kathleen Wilhoit's about to do some singing. She's another person who just randomly was a singer in this movie, and like legitimately one. Like this is actually her performing. And
they took down the chicken wire.
Yeah, well, because now it's a good bar. That's what they're trying to like say, right? So yeah, she like married this guy who's like had a label and stuff, and then she made a couple CDs and stuff like that.
That girl looks, she was cast perfectly because she looks like nothing but trouble.
Yeah.
Like when you watch the film Nothing But Trouble, it is literally nothing but trouble.
She looks like if Lonnie Anderson was going to sell you meth.
Oh, yeah. Good old Lonnie Anderson, eh?
Yeah.
WKRP.
So I don't know if you just noticed behind.
Oh, hey, he's not.
Yep. There was a bartender in the background that we didn't notice is a black man he's standing right there. He's about. I thought he was about to go into the shot.
Look, he's taking her out of there.
Oh. Yeah.
Unless,
well,
but he said, "Let's go, Dennis."
Yeah, it's Denise.
Oh.
you know
how does he even get it? Like he's gonna break his kneecap jumping down out of this thing like a big tough guy. This is how women like to be treated, right? Grab him by the elbow hard, pull him out of there.
Yeah. The other way I was meaning to say earlier too that the girls were being a problem. Well, I'll mention other ones as we go through too. But there's a scene where a girl's supposed to be walking with drinks in the background, but she was just staring at him and tripped and then spilled the drinks all over somebody else. It just caused this big thing.
Having problems like that. Is that called problems?
Well, it's problems when you're trying to get a take done.
Yeah,
like it's not problems for him as a person. He's like, oh wow, it's like I guess though, as it like being swarmed like that would be a bit of a problem. It's like I would like to walk from point A to point B without getting friggin' tackled.
It would be. You know what? In the beginning, you think right now, oh man, that would be so awesome, but no, it wouldn't. So he's like, oh my god, he just broke the guy's leg.
So that's the guy who has that guy's name was Ketchum. He actually was also in Batman Returns as Terrifying Clown.
You got a lot of clowns from Roadhouse.
He was also
in... throw the guy's boot up on the roof.
Yeah. He was also in Masters of the Universe as the character Blade, and also as Frank Langella's stunt double.
He was Blade?
Yeah.
The guy with the eye patch and the... Wasn't he the guy with the eye patch?
That was the older guy. Was it not? With the mustache?
The bald guy was Blade, I think.
No, I don't know.
Maybe not. Not. I gotta see him again. Where is he? The guy he's fighting right now?
Because it was right around this time, so it's not like he'd have been older.
No. He wasn't older.
No. Okay.
He was. Oh, big guy's doing good.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because he's got.
There was the lizard guy, the beast guy, the little short guy.
There, that guy, the blue jacket. It was a really quick shot.
That's him. He's the bald one.
All right, we did it.
Look at that, a good time fighting. Do they get like a fight bonus? Like nothing happened tonight, but there was a big brawl. You did well. You got like a big fight bonus.
That's a great question, actually. Actually, they did give this movie a lot of credit for actually showing kind of the world of bouncers
and Roadhouse.
Because they were like, while it's obviously really enhanced, because they're obviously quiet nights at bars, but yeah.
Sunday.
This was one of her big complaints, actually, was this movie. About this movie, it was like, she's this doctor, but she wears this mini dress around. She just got really confused. She's like, I don't know what this movie is. There's just weird bad guys, but there's music, and there's like explosions, but there's Tai Chi. Oh, I did it again. I just want to say, because I used to really get on Todd about that. I'm pretty much the only person who does it anymore.
Pretty much, eh? Because I learned my lesson.
Yeah.
He's like a do as I say, not as I do. He beats me.
Yeah.
Call the police.
Don't not call the police.
Wait until we're done. I sort of like it.
He loves me.
Why do I stay? Why? Oh, look at this guy gonna fall over. Oh my god, this guy's hilarious. He reminded me of a guy when I was taking the bus here today.
Oh really?
And this guy was loaded.
Yeah.
But he saw a buddy that he knew. Like he was this older guy. And he's like, hey Frank! Like the whole bus. And he finally gets up and moves in front of the guy. And he's sitting right in front of me. And he keeps like nodding off. And every time he nods off, he knocks his drink all over the floor. Yeah. And the buddy's like, hey, like James, like you're knocking your drink over. And he's like, yeah, nobody gives a fuck. And the whole time the bartender, the driving bartender.
You know how it is.
You know, fucking his little eye. Oh, he was pissed.
Oh, really?
What can you say to somebody? That's where you have to be like passive aggressive.
Yeah.
That guy's going to go home and phantom punch the shit out of his room later. Mm-hmm. I didn't clean a fucking pop. I didn't become a bus driver to clean pop up.
Yeah, it's all good. What was I gonna say?
The Double Deuce looks like the doll. There used to be that strip club out in Niagara Falls called the Doll House, and it was just this looks just like.
I was gonna say my experience driving down that portion of the road, because there's a bunch of strip clubs all near each other, and they're all closed now, but really shitty old hotels. Yeah, you know that the people were paying girls to go over and be in the thing. But yeah, I do recall that.
The Doll House.
Yeah.
That's what I call my cellar. You want to come see my dollhouse, little
Oh
girl?
my God. Creepy.
Like dollhouses.
Yeah. Patrick Swayze, if anybody has or is interested in getting the soundtrack, he wrote and performed one song.
You never know.
On this. Swayze wrote and performed one song on this. Then he performed another song, but that he didn't write. He did like a cover.
He did a cover. Yeah. She looks like the human version of a border collie. Look at the hair on her.
Yeah, no.
Look at
This is like we told that story one time about when our teacher turned around and had the crazy.
Yeah.
That's essentially
the hair on her.
Oh, I love
it. Does, you know what, her hair doesn't look good like that teased out. It looks like there's too much product.
Yeah. The thing.
Oh my God, he's got a new job holding the sign, the stop sign up.
Yeah. Look how high his pants are.
I told you, got to go past the navel.
Ridiculously high. Look, he has a place to stay. Why he's like, I'm just gonna lay
cool.
on my.
Do you know how cool it looks when somebody pulls up and you're like that?
Yeah, but the glass is broken. So yeah, the guy on the right, that's the guy I was talking about earlier, who's Unger there, Joe Unger. He was in A Nightmare on Elm Street playing one of the detectives. He was in the movie Mask, also with Sam Elliott in it, the Rocky Dennis story. He did voice work on Total Recall. I don't necessarily know what that means. It was just some kind of like voiceover thing. And then he was in...
Get your ass to Mars.
Yeah, and then he was in... not Total Recall, I already said that. He was in Escape from New York, but all his scenes were deleted.
Oh, this is a jam right here.
You know this guy's rich because he's got 2 pool tables.
And like 500 dead African, Impalas.
The one pool table doesn't appear to have any pockets. The one on the left didn't have any pockets. Ooh, she got beat up something awful. That's like a road rash, though. That's like she got dragged behind the car on the way back.
Holy
she almost
Jesus.
popped one. Look at how askew his sunglasses were. I didn't notice that the first time. They were just like up sideways.
Do you think
look at him. I think he's got like a bandage or something underneath. See how freaking off they are? Why would you not say yes to breakfast?
I know, what the hell.
It was like, yeah, I love
some breakfast. Sometimes if you think, I hate this guy, I won't give him the satisfaction of me eating his super rich breakfast dodo eggs.
I would be all over that because you know what's better than that? Take all his shit for free and then still say no to him at the end.
Then take a big shit in his toilet, your big morning constitutional.
Take an upper decker.
Fucking right in his underwear drawer.
Yeah.
Fucking right, man. They call that the sweet dreams when you take a shit inside the pillowcase.
Ooh.
And turn it upside down. So when they they go to sleep, it's like, oh God.
I would have called it the melted mint.
The melted mint.
Put a mint on the pillow.
Demented tooth fairy.
Yeah.
Tooth fairy's got the runs. Scooty Toots.
No,
fairy.
I think we've gone too far.
I don't think we've gone far enough.
There we go. I like this too. He's like getting off, just basically naming off chains. He's like, JCPenney's coming here because of me. This place has 4 stores. JCPenney's not coming. All the people in the town were at your party the other day except Dalton.
Yeah.
That would have been the best part. If it was literally everybody and you saw the guy who he rents the place from, the old guy, is also there partying with some topless chick. And it's wow.
They have four places, 4 stores, and 2 of them are the Roadhouse.
Yes.
Like the fuck?
Yeah, you've got the hospital, which is it appears to be out of town.
Yeah.
And then there's the car dealership, the car parts store.
Yeah.
And then the used car dealership.
Yes, which they just swap back and forth.
Yeah. It looks very pleasant there.
Maybe this urinal scene's not going to happen. Maybe I'm thinking about because the bar's been fixed up.
We were talking about, I swear, when you said that, because I've seen this movie so many times, I swear you were watching a different movie.
Yeah, I was thinking of a movie where they go in and it's like a piss trough.
Yeah. Prior to recording, we always discussed, this episode's brought to you by whatever, and he was talking about something about a urinal. I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, maybe I'm thinking of somebody send something. What movie? It was a big piss trough. They go in there.
It's overflowing.
Yeah, and it's overflowing with piss. And it's funny because there was
I just
a place
call that
in
Buffalo
Toronto.
Bills games.
They were
go to a Buffalo Bills game.
The piss runneth over. Yeah. There was a bar in Toronto called the Dog's Bollocks. It's still there.
Oh, nice.
But they had a piss trough.
Yeah, well, like that. And that's
it was the most uncomfortable. If you think going to the bathroom, without the dividers uncomfortable, this is a million times worse.
Yeah. Well, and that's what I'm saying. At the Bills games, it's a piss trough.
Oh my God! To this day.
Yeah, and the first time I went there, it was a Cincinnati game, and there was a little kid in a Cincinnati thing, and while he's like standing there amongst all these adults, like basically his face at their dick level trying to pee in this trough, they're like all like half threatening to beat him up.
Oh my
But
God.
like, they're not really. They're like, oh, it's a good thing you're a kid, or I'd beat the shit out of you for wearing that Cincinnati thing. Blah, blah, blah. I'm pissing all my beer out. Blah, 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 blah.
That's what I say when I'm pissing my beer out. If nobody was even in that bathroom, he'd still say, pissing my beer out.
Well, it's because it's the only way. It's how you actually get back to a 0 alcohol level. You have to say that you're pissing. Look at that outfit the girl's wearing in the background.
The green one?
No, she was wearing, it was blue pants that came up to her nipples and then like a silver shirt. So look who the bartender is.
Holy shit, Woogie just left here 5 minutes ago.
Keith David had a pretty...
No shit.
He had a pretty significant role in this movie, but the movie originally came in over 2.5 hours.
Holy
So they had to they basically
shit.
cut him out of the movie. He's got like 2 lines in the movie now.
We should have watched Roadhouse, the extended cut. It's 2 VHSs.
But anybody who's been listening to us long enough knows that he was in our first episode, Marked for Death.
That's right.
Yeah.
That is right.
And he is in an episode that will eventually happen, probably a year from now, as They Live.
Was the best. What? They're doing a remake?
No, he was in the original They Live.
Oh my God, I love that movie.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. Has this dude here, what's this guy's name? The guy, the main, like the guy.
Oh, his real name, his name's Tillman in the movie. He was called Kevin Teague, not related to Marshall Teague, who plays Jimmy, the gay bodyguard. But he was in What's Eating Gilbert Grape. He was in Lost for a few episodes.
That's where he's in a lot of shit, and I think he plays the scumbag dude a lot of times.
Every guy you see, if you look them up on IMDb, you're going to see the same shit. They were in NCIS, they were in Criminal Minds, they were in CSI.
Everyone.
Well,
there's so many episodes of those shows.
Yeah.
That you'll just pick any actor, and they're probably in it.
Yeah. And he was also in the same year as this. He was in the movie K-9, the Jim Belushi.
Oh my Lord, K-9.
Yeah,
we haven't watched any talking animal movies yet.
I know it's gonna take a while.
What the frig?
And I think we still got to do Cops and Robertsons before we get to that.
Oh my God, Cops and Robertsons.
No, Cop and a Half.
Cop and a Half.
I would say that was the one I was really thinking about. I loved the idea of the loft when I was younger.
Right.
I just wanted like one wide open area, but I never got to live by myself. I went from living at home to living with my girlfriend, and I was like, that. I always had that little like tinge of regret, and that's why I want to win.
Who he met at home.
Yeah, true. True. Dating my sister.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I married somebody else. But the
there she is, the living border collie.
Look at her hairline's really weird because it's like not straight. It like bumps in and then comes back and then
looks like her skin is so smooth.
Oop, they don't want to listen to rock and roll. No, fuck that noise.
I hate that shit. Let's put on some stomp and romp.
I didn't even think at radio that old could get rock and roll.
Must be hot as fuck in that barn. Like he's got the door wide open. It must stink too. There's like all this hay in the next room.
Yeah. What's extra funny, this song, These Arms of Mine, appeared in Dirty Dancing.
No. It did?
Yes, it did.
Oh, here we go. Do we get to see her naked?
We do. Well, we got to see
him naked already.
Yeah, it's true.
He's got a mole on his bum.
Now, we got an interesting story about this, but I don't want to tell this story. I've got some audio from Kelly Lynch herself, who's going to tell us a story about this specific scene, but I'm going to wait till just the right time. I did not talk to her. This is not an interview between me and Kelly Lynch. I found some audio, and we're going to.
Oh, this is cool. I didn't know this was happening.
Yeah,
is it going to show up on the thing?
Yeah. Eventually.
Okay, so you let me know.
So it's got to be at a very specific moment, but she's really fallen into him. But you can really see his like sex as a dancer right now. He's like, we're gonna slow dance into this.
Oh man,
we're gonna kiss you. And even when he pumps, he has a little like hip swivel, which I'm told is not that comfortable.
Oh yeah, get your pump on, Swayze. The Swayze pump.
Oh god,
patented maneuver.
He just
entered her right now.
She looks disgusted by him at this moment. She's like,
he says he just whipped his dick out, and she cannot freak because they only got one take.
It's so stinky. You have a stinky dinky. She's gonna reach down there. She's a horny doctor. She like, as far as I know, she lives in the city. Okay, here we go. Oh, I'm fucked up.
or something like that.
Wow.
Apparently there's a Bill Murray Roadhouse story or something like that.
There is a Bill Murray.
TCAs.
Yes, there is a Bill Murray Roadhouse story.
What is the story?
Well, Roadhouse is always playing on some channel somewhere on the planet.
Right.
If not several places on the planet. And Bill Murray decided one day when it was playing, right at the instant that Patrick Swayze's character and my character are making love against what it looks like a really painful rock wall.
Right.
And I was padded behind me, I might add, because it really was painful. I was like, whoa, this is not going to fly.
Yeah.
But anyway, Bill Murray will pick up the phone and occasionally or often call my husband and go, hey, it's Bill Murray. Patrick Swayze is doing it with your wife. You know? And often there'll be one of the brothers might just...
So how does Bill Murray know her? That's an awesome story.
Because her husband wrote Scrooged. That's
oh,
why
that's right. So he'll call my house and see like your wife's having sex with Patrick Swayze.
And not he's done it. He does it every time he sees Roadhouse on.
So like every day they get a call.
Yeah, pretty much.
Saying
at the end of her story, she actually mentions that one time he called from Russia to let her to let them know.
So they were watching Roadhouse in Russia.
Yeah. Well, that's how everything...
The Russian Roadhouse, hey!
Yeah. And they call that bar full of pussies in Russia.
Oh, we're gonna get it? Oh, yes,
slip.
we are. There you go.
Those do not look very real.
I
but she's
want
also
you
young,
to know
so
that I have honestly sat naked on a rooftop smoking after making love to Kelly Leach.
Lynch, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Nothing. I'm talking about the...
Oh, you're talking about the girl Kelly Leach?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I fucked up. I'm supposed to yes and more. I apologize.
Have you ever sat naked on a thing making out with Patrick Swayze?
I've sat naked on a lot of things, making out with lots of Patricks.
All types of fucking Patricks.
Patrick McGowan, Patrick Kilpatrick.
Oh my God, Patrick! Have we watched anything with Patrick Kilpatrick?
No,
in it?
not yet.
We should watch The Toxic Avenger.
He
plays the guy.
The Toxic Avenger is
little baby.
Is certainly going to be watched on this show.
We should watch the censored version.
No. Fuck that noise.
I once bought a censored trauma movie. It was like literally the worst thing I've ever seen. I was like, what the fuck?
That's not even a movie. That's just really showing you how low budget they are.
Yeah, it's like, well, what's the point? How can you buy like censor a trauma movie? What's even the point of it?
I remember I bought Citizen Toxie on DVD, and it had a documentary of the making of, and it was really just, hey, look how incompetent Lloyd Kaufman is. It's literally all these young filmmakers who really know how to do shit around them, going, well, if you do this or you do this, not only will it be cheap, but it'll look great. And he's like, I don't care, I'm doing it my way, and then it just looked like garbage, and it's like, on to the next thing.
He's the man. I love it because
everybody loves
they
him.
don't even get your line out properly. He's like, let's go. Like, can I do it again? Nope, we're moving on.
And he appears on all sorts of things. Like, you'll find him, obviously, in Guardians of the Galaxy. You find him in Crank 2.
I was, like, the only person in the theater that was like, I was like, holy shit. I was like, there was Lloyd Kaufman.
I saw him coming a mile away just because I knew that
the movie was,
James Gunn was a trauma guy.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Until I looked him up on, like, IMDb or something. I was like, oh, my God, he's a trauma dude.
Yeah, that's how he got his start.
How did Marvel jump on board with him with the shit that he's
when Slither came out, I think, or was it
that was a pretty smart movie.
Yeah, it was because then they could see that he could do funny and
with like tongue-in-cheek kind of right. Mm-hmm. He's a good writer.
He's a great writer.
He wrote Terra Firma.
Yes.
Wicked movie.
Yeah, that one's all right. I'm not a huge
buddy.
It's trauma movies are very hit and miss for me because they got to be exactly like it's that thing of it has to be exactly bad, otherwise it's terrible.
It has to be perfectly in the pocket, right in the bad pocket.
Yes,
because you're right. It could go either way. Where you're like, this is so bad, it really just blows. Like when you like a lot of the movies you see in Showcase.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, like, you know when you do something stupid and everybody laughs, but then eventually everybody stops laughing, but then the comedy thing is keep doing it and everybody will start laughing again? Well, if you're not doing the right thing, nobody's going to start laughing again, and that's the problem with some of those movies.
Well,
not all of them.
You should have told me this years ago.
Right? Sorry, buddy.
Look at the eyes. You think he ever just switches eyes up?
I don't think it's worth the effort. I'm sure they're surgically implanted.
Must have been cool.
Oh, no, they can't, though, because he's grown, right?
That looks like a real scar on his cheek.
Oh, maybe not, though, because eyes stay the same size your whole life. No, I doubt it's a real one. The truck's here. Why are the bouncers all here for the food and drink deliveries?
Hey, man, they're multi-purpose.
Yeah, and the
We're
band.
going to get Jeff Healy to bring the fucking groceries in?
Is the band here for practice?
I told you, he never left ever since that bottle blinded him.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to get home.
He can't, they offer to help him. He's like, oh, here he comes.
Look, like, he is...
Oh, look at the renovations they've done.
Yeah,
There's like an awning.
Yeah, well, they had a shot earlier. Again, it was just the facade. So basically, they put up the facade, then they put up a nicer facade. When Joel Silver saw the original Double Deuce, when they built the set, like when it was supposed to be shitty, he was like, it looks too nice, and he forced the crew to like tear it to shreds.
Really?
Yeah, he's like, it has to look like completely falling apart. Like, he's like, this place looks nice.
Yeah, like,
he's
what
like,
the
it
fuck?
just doesn't
Somebody
have a lot
would
of
come here
shiny
for,
stuff.
oh, here comes Jerry Funk.
Yeah.
Well, he was fired?
Yeah, he was the first guy fired.
Oh. Uh-oh, they are
I always
pissed.
thought that the fat guy's name was Tigger in this, but then when I looked him up on IMDb, it's Tinker.
Tinker.
And I was like, that's not as good as Tigger. Not that Tigger's even relevant for him anyway.
Yeah, like,
but
what?
It all doesn't work.
The fucking... I can't believe that that's the guy from Naked Gun.
I know, right?
That is so wicked.
He was like, and he played...
That wasn't very nice,
Yeah.
Terry Funk. I mean, come on.
I know. And he played like basketball overseas professionally and stuff like that. Like, I like that the big guy's entire job is just smash the booze as quickly as possible.
Yeah, you think it might be the big guy fights
Yeah.
Patrick Swayze.
Well, and I also like the idea, too, that Patrick Swayze has said 1 billion times, you do not have to fight until it gets to a certain point. But he is the first guy when anybody makes eye contact.
Yeah,
with him,
is
he
fighting.
attacks. Like, he's like, I gotta get you. See, again, how do you know all these people? Is there like a weird Facebook that existed in the 80s that was for coolers? It was...
I felt like the cooler was like the guy that you send over to the gambling table to like make people lose because he's got such bad luck.
Coolers have lots of jobs. They make people unlucky. They make people,
They make
beat
people
up in
outside of bars.
They keep drinks cool if you add ice to them.
Oh.
Like, lots of different. So yeah, everything Sam Elliott says in every movie is good. That's why if he's in it, I instantly like it. Like, We Are Soldiers, not a lot of people liked, but he said, what was it? Because they were in General Custer's regiment in Vietnam. And then Mel Gibson asked him, he's like, what would Custer do in this situation? He goes, sir, Custer was a pussy. And I'm just like, you're the best human being. And it's like, how memorable was he? He's in like 3 minutes of The Big Lebowski.
Yep.
Right? And I think it was a genuine mistake. As much as I like William Hurt, I think it was a genuine mistake replacing him in the Hulk things. Because he wanted to be in the Incredible Hulk, too.
Who?
Sam Elliott as General Ross. And he wanted to be in the one with Ed Norton as well, and they just replaced him. They were like, oh, we're not even talking about it. I think they just wanted to be so far away from that Hulk that they're like, we're not bringing any parts of it over.
The next one didn't do any better, let me tell you.
No, but I did like it a lot better.
Swayze's sweating.
I liked it better. I just don't like the Hulk's bad guys.
They got a little air hole.
Yeah.
He's got like the coolest voice, eh?
Yeah. And it's everything. And like, he's also like a dad. And like, he calls him Miho in this, which like loosely translates into like, it's like a slang for him saying my son. Because I never really understood. I knew he was older, but I'm like, is he like, how much older? Because like,
his
they're
bouncer.
saying,
is he his dad?
Yeah.
Was there like a scene that they cut out in the 3-hour original version that where we find out he's there's always a lady
They
involved.
cut out a threesome scene between these guys. Like, why are they all like that was just weird.
Just the awkward, weird, yeah. Because that's the laughter of like, we're both banging her tonight.
And I also like that they didn't go back to their bar. Like, what bar is this? Their bar closed.
You know, a lot of I noticed that a lot of bartenders that they always go back to the same bar they work at to drink.
Yeah.
So I was like, just you hand them the paycheck.
Yeah.
It's like the circle of life. It's a vicious cycle.
Well, that always happened a lot. I used to work at Jack Astor's, and that was always a thing.
Well, I mean, why are you going to go across the street or something? Oh, geez, here he goes. He's whipping it out
no, but I
again.
always noticed, like,
there's his pubes.
Yeah, a lot of people would stay, and I'm like, well, I'm not interested.
Is that like, if you were, like, on a date with your girl, and one of your friends whipped his pubes out, like, they just is unfazed. And all he's like, yeah, whipping his pubes out again.
Yeah, and then I go, look at this guy. He's got pubes. Like, he's old school.
Gray balls.
Yeah. I'm smooth. It's the only place on my body where I don't have hair. It's just a weird patch.
And you don't shave it either.
Nope, just never grew.
It's bald.
It
Pubic
fails
baldness.
to grow in a perfect triangle. See, and look, and they're out all night. This is a doctor. she has a hard enough schedule as it is. She probably worked a 16-hour day. So now you got to stay up all night with us because we want to drink.
Yeah.
And you have to drink too.
And look at how good she looks. Look at how good he looks. Like, they've been up all night. At least Patrick Swayze's selling it. Like, Jesus, look, he's tired. He's like...
The cancer's getting him right
Sam
now.
Sam Elliott's like dancing with his old lady.
Yeah. I like that one of the things they added to their nightclub, which was the worst thing, is they all have golf shirts as like a as part of their uniform.
Is that like a thing?
Bright red golf shirts. They're like, this is our uniform, yay!
They don't want to be cowboys anymore.
Yeah.
Actually, I haven't seen a lot of cowboys.
No, not a lot.
Yeah,
Well, again, this isn't really like deep south, right? This is
Missouri's kind of like the middle, isn't it? Right?
Well, there's some, yeah. If you call it Missouri, that's the thing. Actually, if you notice, the curtains that he was just sitting next to is the exact same print that her dress was made out of in the previous scene, except it was blue, not red, which is also the same print on the table. It's like everything's a weird checkerboard in this thing. It's like he's playing chess against Ben Gazzara. He's like, the pieces are being laid out.
Like those old jukebox. Look at this guy just perving on your girlfriend or bud.
Well, they haven't committed yet. There's no ring. So
oh my God, is that what it is?
He flat out told her,
like, until you put a ring on her, she can bang all your friends.
Yeah, that's how it
Holy fuck.
They're not. They've only been. Well, they haven't even been dating yet. They sort
still
of
banged.
went.
That counts right there. They started dating.
Yeah. She essentially gave him a ride back to his broken car. Then they fucked. Those are the two things that happened.
Oh, well, one of them thinks there's more than the other. I can guarantee you that. Yeah. Friends with benefits never ends well.
Yeah. See, I want a prequel to this because they're talking about Memphis, and that's where they like first rip the guy's throat out and all that stuff, which I love. That's the thing that comes up in MacGruber is the throat rip. Because they talk a lot about the throat, and he gets his 3 throat rips. He's like, maybe I can go for the turkey. And he gets the third one. He's like,
I hate that movie so much.
Oh, I cannot.
Oh my God.
I could not love it more. I could not love it more.
When I saw that like broccoli in the ass, I was like, that's it for me.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not going to argue that's a lame scene, but there's so many good bits. Like there's the bit where he's just sitting there, when he's like assembling the team and it's all wrestlers. And he's like, these are all the guys. And he gets like,
I did like
Chris
that.
Jericho and all that. And then he goes to
blows up.
And he goes to get the Big Show. And then the Big Show starts making out with some dude. And he's like crosses him like angrily off the list. And then when the one guy cuts him off.
Yeah, so when he kicked him out because he was gay?
Yeah, he's like...
What the fuck?
Right?
See, MacGruber is a homophobe.
It's actually funny.
I hated it.
It's a real like photograph in time of what the WWE roster was, because there's like 2 or 3 guys who aren't there anymore.
That's right, yeah. Well, at the time,
was
right?
Like MVP, like Montel, whatever, Porter.
Vivacious Porter.
Montadius, I don't know. I wasn't watching then either.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, neither was I. Not when MVP was on.
MVP.
Oh, well, they all had a good time.
See, it seemed like they went to pick her up. Where did she go? Did she just take the car?
She's got to go to work, man. She's due at surgery 45 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Being late for work when you're like a doctor is not the same. They're all dead. Oh, man, sorry, bus. I was late for work. I'm sorry.
I have a hard time really understanding why it's easier to play a guitar like the slide style for a blind guy. Or is it just because that's just how he chose to play it?
I think that's just the way that he plays it. I think it might actually be harder that way.
Mm-hmm. Can you imagine being blind your whole, like the life you can remember? You're not remembering anything for 8 months. And being blind is like, I'm going to go ahead and learn how to play guitar and do all this stuff. See, again, and how weird this town is. There's only a couple things. But they're all close enough to each other to see from each other's windows.
Oh, that's the new... I thought they just renovated the Double Deuce. That's it's auto parts. It just looks exactly the same as the old Double Deucer.
Well, everything was made out of the same wood. Like in Tremors, the whole town's one thing.
Oh, sweet. I forgot there was an explosion.
This explosion actually woke up people who lived in the nearby area. They weren't aware that this was happening.
Is that just a facade there too?
I'm sure it was the exact same facade.
Because they can't really see...
Yeah, there's nothing in there.
You just pretend it never happened.
They probably just threw in a couple, there's no shelves. They probably just threw up a couple of fake walls so you could see a couple more things.
Yeah, things fall down.
He's not devastated enough for losing everything.
This is like the 4th time this has happened.
I sure didn't get the insurance.
Why do I not get the insurance every time?
Yeah.
It is much nicer in there now.
Did nobody notice him come in? Like, we blew this place up and they just
and suddenly here they are.
Yeah. Ooh.
I think the killing blow should come from his old lady.
Oh hell yeah. I like that too. He's just like, play something. He's just like the master of all this stuff. And everybody who's there is one of his thugs now, it seems. Like everybody left the place.
Everybody that he fired
Yeah.
ended up being in his payroll. Those bad. I never trusted them from the start, especially the Terry Funk.
If I ever got fired from a place like this, though, I'd show up all the time and just always stare at them. And it's like, he's going to start some shit. I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm just here for some wings.
Do you? Yeah, because I'm sure Patrick Swayze is the world's coolest, toughest, sexiest bouncer.
Yeah.
Would have a real problem with you when they're eyeballing him over your wings.
So she got the shit beat out of her for being at this bar earlier, but not for stripping at it.
Oh, see, well, it's a very, when you're in an, the abusive, it's anything could really,
Yeah.
could set it off. Remember when you used to make me strip for the boys?
Yeah, I know. It was
So you'd
good.
smack me around later for being a whore.
It made my penis as white pea.
Oh, here she goes.
Look at that guy with the vest on. He's really like digging this. It's like he didn't know this was gonna happen. He's like, fuck that.
There's a lot of kind of new age men in this movie. A lot of men who are okay with other men watching their girlfriends
Yeah,
be hit on, banged.
that's pretty good.
Grab my here to pay titty. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That's a good shot.
Yeah, it just blows me away that she was like in Freddy vs. Jason. That she's a stunt person.
That's
now.
cool, eh? I like that.
Like it's crazy.
Wonder what her biggest stunt was. Like, what do you? I wonder if she ever did like a full body burn,
Probably
just a breast burn.
I think that's
just
how
her boobs on fire.
That's how you get in, right? Like,
Oh, here we go. Yeah, this movie rocked when you were a kid. When we were younger, watching this movie, man.
yeah, it's and this is one of those ones because it was all VHS, so you just pause it and let me.
VHS was the tits.
Well, it was the option. It wasn't the tits. It was the option.
The option of tits?
Yeah. Well, no, it was just like what you had. There was
You know
no
what movie
video on demand.
I went back and rewound and then watched again.
What's that?
Was I love how everybody in this bar gets to see her tits.
Yeah.
But she's still. Oh, they're there. I didn't
Just
think
the
she was
one.
going to show them there. Wow,
Those are real.
He's
Those
like,
have gotta
don't
be
put that hat on your tits and then my head. Oh no, he's
real.
fine
Yeah, it's
with
true.
it.
Yeah, who knows what kind of stuff. And I feel bad. I think literally every scene should end with Jeff Healy going, "What'd I miss?"
What happened? Don't worry about it. Oh.
Keep it on a leash.
Why did he make her do that? What was the point of that whole thing?
It was It was so you had a proper musical lead-in for a pool cue fight with Jimmy.
Ah, yes. There you go. He's here. Yimmy.
See, I was talking about how weird Kelly Lynch looked, so that's what she looks like now. Really plasticky, eh?
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah. It's something else. Sam Elliott.
She looks like
still
if you
handsome.
shrank down the what's her name?
Kelly Lynch.
Kelly Lynch. She looks like if you took Kelly Lynch in this movie, shrunk her down to about 2 feet, and then stretched her out to her regular height. And then baked her in the sun like beef jerky for a couple months.
I like it.
Here we go. Look at I like the I think that this guy spent some time in Australia.
Probably.
He's
He
got
looks-
this vibe, you know.
He's got the little
that
knickknacks
thing. Yeah,
on
the
him.
necklace is what it does. It's like a shark's tooth. He's like, come on, you want to take on Yimmy?
Yeah.
You want to take Yimmy on that?
Yeah. So anyways, that girl, she did stunts in Rush Hour 3. She's actually the stunt coordinator for How to Get Away with Murder.
Oh.
She was in Domino.
She's the stunt coordinator.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. She was in the she did stuff in The Scorpion King. Things like that. It's nothing gigantic.
But still,
small.
it's still pretty cool. Oh, this guy's rocking everybody. Is he cheating with a pool cue?
No. If you say, hey, I'm bringing this to the fight, you have every option to bring something. There's more than one pool cue in this bar.
That's for sure.
Right?
Well, now there's going to be one last.
It's actually, you didn't notice on the sign, it says double deuce, now with more pool cues.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's pretty fancy. So yeah, Jimmy there, that's Marshall Teague. And he did a lot of TV.
Oh my God, this guy's clearly like a kung fu. He's trained. This ain't fair.
Yeah.
These guys are bar fighters.
Yeah.
This guy's like fucking, you know?
Well, there's always has to be somebody who knows karate and the bad guys.
Shit.
Doesn't matter what. And I like that still. Like, he's like the guy who just basically does drunken boxing with a scrunchie in his hair.
Did he start the man bun?
No, he just literally, he puts his thing up in an elastic so his hair doesn't get in his eyes while he's fighting and blowing people. Whatever.
Sometimes at the same time.
You never know what happens in a bar fight, right? It's like, okay, I'm so tired, let's blah, blah, blah.
Sometimes a blowjob is a fight.
Yeah.
When they really don't want to do it, or vice versa.
Boom. Yeah, let's get this going. Boom, boom, boom. Yes. I love punch encounters. That is illegal. You just fired a gun.
Yeah, what the hell, bro? Who brings a gun to a fist fight? You know?
I love it.
What the hell? Not a bad colored suit, though. I kind of like that.
No, I don't dislike it. There's a lot of guys. I didn't write it down because I was kind of thinking it was going to end up being in like the trivia sections of some of these websites and stuff like that. But there's like 5 or 6 guys who have appeared in at least one Star Trek series and Babylon 5.
Really?
So that I know that guy appeared in Babylon 5, and it was like in Star Trek Deep Space Nine or something. The really tall guy who was Al and stuff like that was in like Star Trek Voyager and something else.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's why nobody knows all that one.
But it was all of that. And like, he didn't have a big part in that, though. He was like a one-up.
Hey.
But, like, a lot of these people had roles.
Did you see the new cast for the new Star Wars that's coming on?
Star Trek?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
Jason
Snape, but
yeah, Jason Isaacs, Malfoy.
I think he's going to be really good. I think he'll make a good captain.
Michelle Yeoh is in it.
Yeah.
Anthony Rapp, he's in Rent and a bunch of other things like that.
Do you think if you knew Michelle Yeoh, you go, "Yo, Michelle," and laugh every time?
She wouldn't get it.
She'd be like, "Oh, hello."
She's very Chinese.
No, my name is Michelle Yeoh, not your Michelle.
Well, no, but in their like in their world, it's always last name first, so it would be fine for her. She's like, "Yo, Michelle." And I was like, "Yeah, okay, great. That's perfect for me."
Oh, well, try and razz somebody. It doesn't fucking just backfires on you.
She has no sense of humor. Do not fuck with her. She will run across the trees.
She will roundhouse kick your head right the fuck off. And then gracefully flitter across. And
then it's okay for me to spoil it now because by the time it comes up, but Sonequa Martin Green, who just died on the season finale of Walking Dead, has been cast on that show.
Sonequa Martin Green?
Yeah. Well, not Shaniqua, but it's all right.
Queen Latifah?
Yeah.
Where's
Gordita? Gordita Martin Green.
Gordita.
Well, I like his around the house wear. He's like, I just wear the black shirt with these weird tapered pants.
I like he's got the things that keep his glasses on.
Oh, look at this guy! Like he's barely been in the movie. He's like, here we go.
I thought he was gonna rip his mustache right off.
So this place was another place that was mostly a facade. It does not have a roof, so what's about to happen?
So how did this movie cost?
Damage.
You think this movie cost 14 mil?
17 mil.
The fuck, 17 mil? Like,
yeah. Well, the problem, like, there's still a lot going on because there's a lot of people you got to do. Stunt performers. There were 50 stunt people in this movie. There's explosions and fight choreographers.
Yeah, but I could have choreographed these fight scenes.
Yeah, I'm just saying these are things that cost money, and then
Oh, man. What the hell's going on here? Why are they doing this to the guy's friggin'...
Yeah. But yeah, you can see right there that there's no roof when he was going through that place. Specifically, so when it jumped up, it didn't the monster truck didn't smash into the roof.
They loved it. And
again, so we full on know, because this place obviously doesn't have police because there's no cops there. And all the bad guys are all high-fiving each other. But the best part...
fucking asshole.
Did you see all the people who just came out of the sales department? Yeah. Like, what the hell's happening?
No, he just came in and asked for a discount on that car now. Yeah. So what about that price, huh?
Yeah. Okay, I'll knock 200 off.
Yes.
This is when you find out that Kelly Lynch and Ben Gazzara used to date. Because, again, there's so few people that was her other option. And now finally a guy her age came into town and that's over.
What a dick. That guy plays such a fucking dickhead nicely, eh?
Oh, God, yeah. Well, he's got that kind of, that fun charm, but instant asshole.
I love that scene in fucking Big Lebowski where he, like, scribbles something down. You're like, oh, this is imperative. Like, this is going to tell me something. And it's just like he just drew a guy with a hard-on.
Guy with a big old dick.
It's just like, what the fuck?
See, this is another one of those things. Like, they could have just, like, legit murdered the guy here and just shot his buddies. Or even then, it's like, okay, you got nobody here to pay you. They'd probably just walk away.
Nope.
I like that little thing, just a little fuck
You'd think that, would they even allow you to run a business like that without having insurance?
No, that would not be allowed.
I know, like, what the fuck?
You would not be allowed. I like his little, this is my workout thing. I just, like, taped some pads to a board.
It's Jackie Chan style.
Yeah.
Just kicking and punching around.
He can't even be stressed. Look at how cool he is even now back there. He's like, hey, how you doing? Lots of explosions and fights since I've been here. Oh, I ain't got pussy one time.
I like it. This guy is just. Would you want this life? You know, this badass. I've never been like the badass.
If I remade this movie, I would want to make him gay though, because they never mention anything about him. It would be great.
Who, Patrick Swayze's character?
No, Sam Elliott's.
Oh, they should.
That would be great.
Why not?
Because through the whole thing, and then finally he's like,
look.
finally I got a good piece of ass, and then he leaves with one of the bouncers or something.
The big guy.
Oh, shit. Yeah. You didn't.
They should do that more in movies, man. Who gives a fuck?
Okay, so he had a punching thing downstairs, and then they just climbed a rope so he could do a different punching thing. He's just utilizing too much space in this man's barn.
Look at all that. Just punch the hay.
Yeah, that would be
One of the campers from Jason's in that bag right now.
Probably.
That girl.
Oh, I was thinking Die Another Day when this North Korean guy is like just wailing on the bag, and then they unzip it, and the guy falls. Oh
yeah, that's right. Oh, whoa!
I like that.
Sam Elliott's like superhuman.
Yeah.
Why is he all mad at him?
Because this is the problem. When you lose control, you can't win a fight. This is what he's learning right now.
No, is this the lesson?
This is the lesson. This is full on Qui-Gon Jinn.
Some real life
teaching,
shit right here.
Like, Qui-Gon Jinn would never have let Anakin go to the dark side. Everything would have been different.
It's a good thing he was able to stop the punch.
Yeah.
Because, like, Jesus, what if he was still trying to teach him the same lesson, but did not have the ability to stop the punch?
He probably would have just taken the punch to the face and then looked right back at him. You done?
Give her. Take that aggression out.
I hate when somebody's doing those, like,
sorry for hitting you. I'm so sorry.
I hate when somebody's doing the punches, like the punching bag and stuff, but they're not really being very good at it.
Right. Well, because they're just punching the rage out.
Mm-hmm.
Did he find out that she used to be banging Jackie Treehorn?
Yeah.
Is it bothering him?
Oh, yeah, he found that out.
Yeah. This is the same. This is it right here. This is every man's life when the day that you found out your girlfriend was that girl. Yeah. She banged the football team. She banged all your friends. And now you're like, oh, man, like.
And this always happens.
It's just my past. Everyone's allowed their past.
Yeah. Well, and I like that. I'm sorry. That's bullshit. That was the worst line delivery in this whole thing. I know Brad Wesley. I've seen his kind many times. He's like sticking his chin out so much that he can't speak.
Yeah, he is. He does lead with his chin when he's angry. Yeah. Remember we learned that in class there? Like you got to lead with something.
Yeah.
Like your hips or whatever your character, right?
I always lead with my ears.
You do. He does. It's masterful to see.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Look at the sweatpants.
I love. Oh, it's like a proper bulge, and then he's got the thing.
Whoa.
I always wonder.
Oh yeah, there's another explosion.
I always wonder about the timing of those things because I was like, they literally have to. I love this little whoop. So it was like everything's perfectly lined up there, but everybody's like you have to like perfectly time that line with that thing, and if you fuck it up, like what are you gonna do, right? That being said,
what did you say? There was an explosion happening. Like fuck, the whole scene's ruined.
You did it.
Well, is that red again?
Yeah, no, not red. That's
oh, here we go. There's another one coming.
Yeah. Because you know how, how farmhouses like that have so many things that can explode.
Oh yeah, that's where it is. Mainly propane tanks in there and old gas rags.
Well, and explosions cause like pressure and stuff. Anybody who's watched an episode of Mythbusters will tell you this. And so that should have killed them the first time. And so the fire was the least of their worries.
Where's the law? Where are the fucking cops?
That's what I'm saying.
It's like where? There's no cop kicking around.
Well, remember. This whole town is within like 11 square feet.
Right.
I like this too. This is
there goes the.
This is the ISIS admission of guilt. I blew it up.
You know what? It was just coincidental. He was laughing, driving, and the thing blew up.
They had to make... I hate when they have to make the guys so specifically evil. Like, it's one thing if you're doing your job or that's just business or that kind of thing. But, I blew it up and killed him.
He's running at like 55 miles an hour there. Catches him. Oh, yeah. You know what? This movie, I do not remember this movie being this ass-kicking.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about the explosions.
They said there's 9 major fight scenes in this, and the director made every effort to make every one of them different.
What number are we on here? 4? 5?
It's like 6, I think. Actually, Rowdy Harrington, who did direct this.
Oh my God! Look at that kid.
His first job, he was a stage manager on Growing Pains.
No way.
Yeah.
This is why he learned how to kick and punch.
And then he was
that friggin' Michael J in line.
Yeah. And then he was an electrician on Nightmare on Elm Street.
He was like an electrician.
Yeah. Like he was a gaffer.
Yeah.
And then he directed the James Spader movie Jack's Back. And then after that, he directed Gladiator with Cuba Gooding Jr. That one, and Striking Distance.
With
Brucey
and Sex and the City there.
Yeah, sorry, just SJP.
That was a fucking crap movie, but
But yeah, so like that was his thing. I was talking about girls ruining things while they were shooting this.
Girls ruining like everything.
Yeah. No, I like the girls like swarming for him and stuff. like that.
Yeah, that's what I meant too. Yeah, not like my life being ruined or everything.
Yeah, but like during filming this scene, this scene took 5 days to shoot. This river, just a bunch of girls were just on a raft and just went by and were like, "Woo, Patrick!" So, this is my favorite line in the whole movie. I used to fuck guys like you in prison.
Oh.
Which I never understood. Like, what's the point?
Yeah,
does that mean you're in love with him?
Yeah, I don't get that either.
Or does that mean you dominate them? Or I don't know.
I had, it's funny because like what that guy said, I had a moment in a subway where I was deemed the subway hero.
Oh, it's always good to be
and I actually ended up getting pulled off of a guy who was being a total. I don't fight or anything, but like the guy drove me insane.
Yeah.
And he was totally drunk and he like cut his way into the line and he wouldn't order. And the guy's like, hey, can you just order or get out? And he's like, fuck you. And then he starts getting up in girls' faces and stuff. And then I was like, buddy, get out of here. Like, listen to the guy behind the counter and get out. And he got into my face almost nose to nose. And he's like saying all types of shit. And then he's like, you got gorgeous. He's like, what do you want to fight with your gorgeous eyes? And I was like, I have no idea what to do now.
Yeah.
I was like, I was about to kill you, and now I'm like, do we fuck?
Throat rip!
Oh, man.
You rip out his throat, and then you fuck
Boom.
him.
Whoa.
And then my favorite part, she's going to check to see if he's alive while he's holding his throat.
Don't check his pulse from his throat, lady.
Yeah. She just sticks her finger
She still does, too. He's dead. Yeah. There's no pulse. But I didn't know what to do. Like, the guy was so ridiculous that, and when he complimented my eyes in the middle of I was like, what the fuck? Like,
that's when you just stop everything. You just slow down the tone and go, are we falling in love right now?
Yeah, I should have actually.
Because that would have drove him nuts. My favorite all-time Subway hero thing was
my favorite all-time Subway hero story.
Yeah, it was.
Hopefully this is about a sandwich and not a heroic act.
No, it's not. It's I like he's gonna drag him over there. He's
gonna float down the river on his corpse.
Yeah, it's some Eastern Europe, maybe Russian thing. It was some guy. It was videotaped on the subway, and the guy is like sitting there. He's getting in this girl's face, and he like knees the seat next to her. All of a sudden, this guy just stands up behind him and pulls down the dude's pants, and the guy turns around like furious, and then obviously sees this guy. Oh, he's a solid like 10 inches taller than me, and looks like he can really handle himself. So he's like, "You got a choice to make." They showed this on Tosh.0 actually. So he's like, "You got a choice to make now.
Pull your pants up.
You're gonna fight this guy, or just walk away and be embarrassed." And he just slowly pulls his pants up, and he's like, "There's no way to be tough." When you do that, he just did it, and then he just kind of like slowly like saunters away, and then the girl's like, "Thank you."
Thank God for that giant do-gooder.
Good. You know what every good nightclub needs? A lot of pastels. He's giving this like nice like a weird peach pink pastel.
I want to know how many extra tables and chairs they have lying around in the back, because every night the place gets destroyed.
Yeah. Well, it's getting better though.
Maybe they're all made of like styrofoam or something, or when they break, you can just put them all back together. You know what I mean? Like they just break apart easy.
Yeah. In the last scene there, the big fight scene, there was a log that was sitting there, and Marshall Teague, who plays Jimmy there, picked it up and smashed
Patrick Swayze
with him because he thought it was a prop that was laid there by the stunt team,
and it wasn't.
Not, and he just laid into him. And he had a giant bruise on him when it was all said and done. It's actually, and interesting enough, it's actually the injuries that he sustained because he injured his knee too. He had to have fluid removed from his knee during all the fight scenes and stuff like that.
Hey, Patrick Swayze?
Patrick Swayze, yeah. It was all that stuff made him drop out of Predator 2, which Danny Glover then took his.
No way, it was gonna be Patrick Swayze in Predator 2.
Yeah. And then he had to drop out.
Oh fuck, is he dead? Oh shit, what just happened to him?
He's fucked up, man.
And nobody is ever gonna be like, yeah, it's Jackie Treehorn, clearly killing everyone in town.
I know it. This is actually,
and the only one who can stop him is a bouncer from the Double Deuce.
Yeah. We've got in this movie our biggest disparity in Rotten Tomatoes. This got a 38% on Rotten Tomatoes, but it's got 67% for audience. So it's like almost double the amount of people. Not quite.
Sometimes you just like a good guilty pleasure movie. That's what this is, man. A lot of eye candy.
Well, and that's the thing is like a person doesn't go to a movie to discern whether or not it is a good movie. They go to watch a movie and decide whether or not they like it, which are two totally different things.
It is.
Because I can tell you, this is not a good movie. But I can tell you, I love this movie.
Right.
Like Con Air is a terribly written movie.
Oh my God, that movie is
but
just
I
like...
love
Yeah,
that
I like
movie.
it too, actually. And the Rock.
Yeah, they're all like that. Like Caddyshack is... like one of my all-time favorite comedies growing up and stuff like that. But when you watch it, it's like nobody even wrote this movie. Like, what is this thing? It's like it's a bunch of random thoughts glued together. Almost.
You know
like
what's funny is I
sketch
just
show.
bought that the other day for I don't know, a couple bucks.
Yeah. But that's what I'm telling you. Like if you go back and you rewatch that, it's like, oh, it's this like it's just like the scene with the priest where he's like golfing and it's raining and he ends up getting struck by lightning at the end. There's nothing that leads up to that moment. There's nothing that moment leads up to.
Right.
It's
It just happens.
And the scene when all the caddies go swimming. There's nothing that leads up to that moment.
I am going to take that into account when I watch it.
Really do.
I will. That's good. I'm glad that I haven't watched it yet.
I want you to text me when you've watched it and just go, holy shit. Like it's literally some guy who just really likes golf's fever dream.
Yeah, and you got Bill Murray and everybody.
Mm-hmm. What's that weird Uncle Sam doing there?
I know.
It's like there
He's
to
gonna
like
shake your hand.
It looks like it's there to pat asses on the way out.
It probably also gives you it's also Zoltar. It will give you your fortune. But it'll be steeped in nationalism.
Oh, it looks like somebody's sleeping.
He's dead.
And boom.
Oh shit.
It was Tails. Which really then should the knife not have been in the back? But whatever.
No, in his ass. Should have been sticking it as if the knife was his tail.
Yeah, that's true.
So right in the tailbone. Look! He's emoting. Look!
Yeah. Just scrunch your face in.
This is when somebody asked me to do something.
That's
and
the
I'm
same
in the middle
face he
of
made.
Zelda. I'm like,
don't make me pause.
Would you pull the knife out? You got to see that.
I don't see the
note.
point.
He's doing great. Look at him crying.
Yeah, is he missing like a letter?
He looks like he's pinching his own ball right now or something.
Yeah. No.
Oh man.
See, now all you've done is put your fingerprints on the knife. You are now the murderer of that man.
Way to go. Way to go, Patrick.
He couldn't get it. He's going to bring that knife over? Like he could not find a knife between here and there? Oh, no, he couldn't because all the stores have been blown up.
Well, he could have found a pool cue. He should have brought a pool
Yeah,
cue.
tons of pool cues.
Just opens up the trunk. It's just filled with pool cues.
Go to the Double Deuce. See, and
this guy's scratching his back with it as he dry humps the guy's belly.
Because he's been shown to be like the useless nephew and all that stuff.
Look at him.
I like that they were all ready for him with guns and stuff.
Whoa.
Yeah,
just fire in the air. That'll stop him. Good old Terry Funk. Oh, shit. You know he means business now, man. He's crashing the mansion commando style.
Look at John Doe. He was like pumping. He was doing like an Elvis hip swivel while he was just that pump action shotgun.
Whoa.
I love because whenever you see the card do that kind of weird sideways flip, you know that the rigging is up on the other side where you just run up.
And it just runs us because what is happening? So he's ramping the bush.
Yeah.
We never in action movies we don't care, right? Because it's cool to see a car blow. But what the fuck, like, we were talking about Trauma before. They love reusing their car scene.
Yeah.
It's the same in like every movie. It's the same car.
Yeah. Well, that's how you
crashing, and you can see it clearly going over the triangle. I call it the triangle. I don't know what the fuck it is.
That knife, it did not look like it went through the pedal, yet it was still holding the pedal down.
It's his knife. Oh, he got his knife
He's
back.
the one. So now we know who murdered him.
Yep. Unless somebody can I borrow your knife?
Yeah. We were talking about budget before and stuff. So yeah, this was worth this.
Is it Terry Funk?
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't even get to see him die.
He probably refused to lose a fight one-on-one with it. He's like, I'm not going to lose a fight to that little pansy.
That's like an amazing impression of him.
I do.
That's really good.
I like my Terry Funk.
Actually.
All I want to do is go home to my wife and maybe wrestle my best friend Mick Foley. I lost it.
Maybe I know you did, but it was good.
It's good.
It's so good till you lost it.
Family Guy.
So you hit puberty.
Yeah.
Sounded like him hitting puberty.
Yeah. Family Guy, they did an episode one time where he based like all of his life on the teachings of Roadhouse, and they dedicated it to Patrick Swayze. He had like just died. Like they had written the episode and stuff, and that was all done. Oh, magic!
It kind of looks like his whoa. Kind of looks like his shirt's like a gi. Like I keep mistaking it when it's a close up. Like he's wearing some martial arts.
You mean a French guy?
Yeah,
okay.
Some French guy with a knife trying to stab you in your living room.
A French guy.
Oh,
AKA,
throat rip.
Yeah. See, you should have went.
Oh,
tails
again.
You didn't.
Oh shit.
Yeah, for what it's worth, you'd never.
Oh my lord!
That was a great.
Did they teach you that in bouncer school?
That is so not him. Actually, I think that was Benny Urquidez.
It's going down at Jackie Treehorn's place.
He's got his whole outfit is one thing. It looks like the belt is just to separate it, like it's actually a jumper, not a.
Yeah, that's the look.
Yeah.
Look, they're all dead, bud. What did you think, man?
Everything's falling down around me.
I'd get the fuck out of there if I were you, big man.
Yeah. I feel like if this movie was made today, this would be Larry the Cable Guy.
And it would star him.
Yeah.
Or no, it could be Kevin James.
It would be all
fresh
about
off
his story.
The mall.
Yeah, it would be all his story about like this guy who's just avoiding getting beat up in a town full of like craziness.
Yeah, and he slowly works his way up through cowardice, being Jackie Treehorn's number 4 guy.
Yeah. If that, because sometimes like there's other guys and.
Oh my god, bear attack.
I like this. You get
look at it's like Frito, like Abbott and Costello.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a straight up, or to go a little more modern. To go a little more modern, a Dom DeLuise.
I'm gonna attack my bear. He's got bear nightmares. That's what we didn't see right in that big 3-hour long when he has a big long monologue about polar bears and how.
Yeah, I remember I was born in Alaska and my family was eaten by polar bears.
Exactly.
And
the last thing I remember before passing out is a bear raping my father to death.
And this is another thing, just show this man is immoral. He has one of every animal.
Yes.
His name should have been Noah.
Yes.
That would have been amazing if his name was Noah.
2 of every animal dead on there. Pretty soon he'll have Patrick Swayze's head on the wall.
Yeah. He probably could. There's no friggin' police here, so it would be totally
fucking
fine.
What's his name?
Although, which of the 4 businesses did taxidermy? Because they're all closed now.
Probably Red's.
Yeah,
he seemed like an all-around, like he had a lot of skills.
Keys made while you wait, taxidermy. I'm also the local doctor.
Oh, am I supposed to feel sorry for Jackie here, boy? Took on my boys, Roadhouse. Would you be okay if your nickname was Roadhouse?
I'm okay with any nickname as long as the context is such that it's not insulting me.
Right.
So I don't know like what the context would be that I would be called Roadhouse. Like, is it because I always take double deuces? Or is it because, I have no idea.
Roadhouse. Yeah, well, it could be like you like pissed yourself at the Roadhouse steak at that Montana's or something. You know what I mean?
I don't want one of those names.
that was a nice blood splatter that came out of that.
That was like in what was it called? She's Out of My League. The one guy's name is Stainer. I like he's just got a bucket full of spears.
Oh my god! Did you see that spear fly?
It went perfect. They should have had some.
It should cut back and it's still flying.
See, like, look how tough he is. He punched out a guy earlier and now he's spear stuff.
That's like, you see that? That was funny.
I wish one of his bad guys was black and he's like, go get me those spears. He's like, there's no way I'm doing that. And like just says to him, he's like, I don't care how much you pay me.
And you don't see him ever again.
Yeah.
And you only see him in that scene.
Yes. And he's just standing by them. He's like, He's like, don't make it so convenient.
So like these fight scenes aren't even like they're all that crazy, and like Patrick Swayze's got to go get the fluid taken out of his knee.
Well, he apparently had to do that during Dirty Dancing. Like he just has genuine knee problems. Well, he's got more problems than knee problems currently.
Yes.
But
no, actually, no. He has no
his
problems.
Problems are over.
He doesn't. Yeah. Jackie, you know he's got kicks for days. What do you do that for? Oh.
I like that he like sets up for the throat rip like a pro wrestler.
With the mandible claw.
Yeah. Well, with the slow.
Sell it, Swayze. He's like, you're not even worth it. He killed everybody.
Yeah.
but Jackie.
Yeah.
And he's still got a lot of money, so he's going to go to prison and then just own prison. There should have been Roadhouse 2.
And they've determined. Oh, well, actually, speaking of Roadhouse 2, there was a Roadhouse 2. It was called Roadhouse 2 Last Call. They wanted Patrick Swayze to be in it. He would not be in it due to creative differences. So they just hired some random guy to play Dalton's son, who is now a cooler. It is basically the whole thing. And then they wrote him out like a couple minutes later saying he was shot to death.
Oh, wow.
Kind of the way they wrote.
Holy Jesus. Oh, everybody gets a shot.
Everybody made it in time.
Thank God none of these are killing him, so that the whole town... this is actually a 17-minute scene where everyone in town is actually lined up outside. And everybody gets a shot.
All the people from the party.
Yeah. The old lady doesn't have a gun, so she's got, just hits him over the head with her umbrella. Somebody brought in, like a taser. Oh, big man's still alive.
Yeah, he did.
Is it too late to switch sides?
There's always one of those guys. He's like the star scream of the group. Although he never really switches sides. He just wants to turn.
He wants his own side.
Yeah.
Okay, boys, give me the guns.
See,
all right.
you can tell that man has been to prison because that's always the first thing that goes down is get rid of the weapon.
Get rid of the guns. They're just going to let Buddy leave.
And they're like, where is he putting the guns that nobody's going to find them? I'll just go put them in my truck.
Look.
So finally we get a cop. And look at that sheriff, the way he was running with a gun, just willy-nilly.
Yeah, where have you been for the past 8 years?
Yeah. Well, the whole idea is that he had the police in his pocket. Right? So another reason leaving him alive was not the option.
You see anything there, Pete? I saw Elvis.
Yeah, I saw him because he used to pay me to be his friend. See, there it is. So when you listen, it sounds like Tinker. But then when you see it on closed captioning, or if you see it in IMDb, it's Tinker, which doesn't make sense. Is he a mechanic or something? Because he tinkers in the motor.
Look at they all have a good laugh.
They all have a good laugh around that
polar
really
bear
bloody,
fell on me.
A really bloody dead body in the middle of them.
Hopefully, that'll get you out of being killed.
Yeah.
He was such a big goofball. They were just yeah, wow.
Yeah. That's essentially, I think it would have been good in this scene. You see he's one of the bouncers now.
I was going to say he's cleaning the toilets or something, right?
That would be funny.
They still kept him around, but they treat him like shit, yeah.
Oh, there's a little
Hey, there's some wing. Was that
was Patrick Swayze.
Was that Patrick Swayze's wing?
Yeah, I don't know if he was wearing a bag over it. But it looked like, I don't know if you see that scene again, it looked like there was somebody sitting out on the
There
grass.
was, yeah.
So it's there's just everybody's running around naked. Was that Emmett? I just like to watch.
Who doesn't?
He reminds me, I wish he was that guy. I never remember the guy's name, but he was in Back to the Future 3. He's in so many things. He's got the really squeaky voice.
Yes.
I just want some sarsaparilla.
I love that guy.
And the only thing I remember, he was in Who's the Boss, and he played a janitor or something like that at the school that Tony taught at towards the end, right? So I guess this is the exclusive Jeff Healey band performance, despite the fact they played 11 songs during this movie.
This is all him.
Yeah.
I'm glad they gave him a little...
I liked him a lot in this, man. I don't know what to tell you.
He was awesome.
Yeah.
You don't have to say anything. You've already said enough, God damn it.
So I didn't realize that. So Tito Larita there, who's the lead singer of that band we were talking about earlier, the one from his real name is Umberto.
Umberto.
I'm
gonna name my first daughter.
Nice. It sounds like a really good like foreign shampoo. Put Umberto in, and your hair will have equal parts shine and bounce.
Oh, look at him go!
Yeah,
the Jeff Healey machine.
It'd be great if he just stood up and just started dancing around and stuff and just fell off the stage. But yeah,
a lot of blood. There's more explosions in the movie than I thought that I remembered at all.
There's a lot going on in this movie. I agree with you. I don't get the thing. Actually, we were talking budget earlier.
What the fuck? 17 mil.
So it cost 17 million. It made 30.1 million. It debuted at number 2 behind See No Evil, Hear No Evil.
Oh my God.
Gene Wilder.
What a great movie. Richard Pryor.
Yeah, and Richard Pryor. And that was not its first week. So it couldn't be, that maintained the first spot.
Sweet.
It was knocked down to number 4 when Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade came out the following week.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was knocked down to number 6 when No Holds Barred came out the week after that. But it spent it was 7 weeks in the theaters. It spent 6 of the weeks in the top 10. It it almost doubled its budget. So I mean, it's a hit by any standard, right?
Right.
And so I mean, you gotta give it to them. Whatever. It's like, it's not like some of them. Like, I've been tracking the movies, and there are movies that made like a 4,000% profit. This one made like a 100% profit.
Yeah, that's
it's
still
like
good though, man.
Like, you know,
it's like crazy
Well,
when
even-
back in the day when $30 million meant your movie was a hit.
Jimmy Iovine there is the music supervisor. He was the guy, he's a producer. He's produced all sorts of people, but he was the guy who was like the mentor towards the end of American Idol. He was like getting all the people and like pairing them with like other singers and all this kind of stuff. Cause they were actually treating it seriously. They're like, we don't want a bunch of friggin' like Taylor Hicks guys who just play like county fairs when they're done. He's like, we want stars to come out of this show.
Right.
So people want to continue to do it, and we also make money if you're stars. So there's Cliff's Edge, written by Patrick Swayze. And
Where I
performed
missed
by Patrick Swayze. It doesn't appear anywhere. Actually, there you go too. So When the Night Comes Falling from the Sky is a Bob Dylan song produced by Jimmy Iovine.
2 of them in there were Bob Dylan tunes.
I have a hard time picturing this as a Bob Dylan tune. When the night comes falling. But it's such a good movie. Like, this is, they sold this, and Joel Silver says, he's like, this is going to be one of the best drive-in movies ever. And I could imagine going to the drive-in.
I can see that, totally.
Man,
I miss all the boobs. There's all the boobs in movies now.
Well, the problem is the boobs back here, though, were like, they were just like rock hard, weird globes for the most part.
Oh, in this movie.
Yeah, well,
yeah,
no,
they
just
were.
in all 80s movies.
Yeah, well, because they're all big, fake,
Yeah.
like way too spaced apart, googly-eyed titties.
Exactly. Well, that's the end of this one. That one just shut off on us.
America Roadhouse, baby.
Yeah, so we're going to wrap up here.
Why don't you try and sell me Roadhouse starring Bruce Leroy wearing a blonde wig?
Oh, that's a great idea. Okay. All right, sir, we are I've got the greatest idea for a musical. I want to bring this thing to Broadway. I know it's going to have to pay its dues. I know it's going to have to go off Broadway, but I have the best idea.
I don't normally do musicals.
Okay, well, you're going to change your tune.
Okay.
Musicals tune.
I get it. Yeah. I get it.
I get it. Do you not want it? I'm sorry. Do you know the movie Roadhouse?
I actually love the film Roadhouse.
Would you agree that the music in Roadhouse helped make the movie?
That and all of the breasts.
All of the breasts.
You know that I actually forced my wife to get her breasts augmented just like Patrick Swayze's.
Patrick Swayze's breasts?
That's right.
Wow.
That's how much I loved Roadhouse.
Wow. Is this your wife here? Or is this the picture of your wife here on the desk?
That, I bring it around. That's her.
Oh, she's very lovely. She looks like she does a lot of Tai Chi and dance choreography.
Absolutely, she does.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, so picture this.
Okay.
Roadhouse.
Mm-hmm.
The characters are singing.
Okay.
Now, what other martial arts movies did you really like?
Enter the Dragon.
Enter the Dragon's a great one. Now, imagine if somebody kind of accidentally made fun of that in a blaxploitation kind of way.
Okay.
And it was The Last Dragon.
Okay.
Okay. Now, what if we could somehow combine these two worlds to somehow make a musical about Roadhouse?
And you mean The Last Dragon as in the movie?
The movie. You remember Bruce Leroy?
I do, yes.
Yeah. Well, what if we take inexperienced actor Timac?
Ooh. Okay.
And
I like this inexperienced.
Yes.
It worked really well for Star Wars,
well, this is
casting unknowns.
Fresh faces.
Give them a chance.
Fresh faces. So, I'm really glad how you're helping me sell this.
I'm getting excited about this idea.
Excited. Okay. So, now I don't want anybody to be confused. I want them to know they're coming to see Roadhouse, but I don't want them to think that they're accidentally in the wrong play and watching.
Okay.
So, I decided to title it Roadhouse, the stage version of the cinema classic starring Patrick Swayze, except this one stars Timac from the 80s cult classic Last Dragon wearing a blonde mullet wig.
Oh my God.
So,
wait a minute. Wait. Is it possible that we can make the title a little bit longer? I don't think I truly understood what it was about.
I feel...
How are we going to convey this to the people?
Artistically, I'm kind of married to the title.
Okay.
But to get this thing to Broadway, like maybe we can workshop it.
Okay, wait a second. What about this? You said that this is a musical.
Yeah.
And all the characters sing.
Mm-hmm.
I'll keep the name if we also have at least one musical number from the Roadhouse itself.
Okay. Do you have a preference
What do you mean?
of what song?
Oh, no. I'm sure we can get somebody to whip it up, you know?
Okay, just whip one up. From the
I
Roadhouse.
am the Roadhouse. People drink and fight in me.
Nice.
I am the Roadhouse. People, like
Yeah,
that. Something like that. Maybe something Oompa Loompa-ish. It's got a boom, 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 boom.
Well,
boom,
I think
boom,
that
boom,
you,
boom, boom.
I think you just whipped up the song. I think we got it.
Oh my God. You know what? The one
You
thing
are
I've
a
always
genius,
wanted
sir.
is a co-writer credit in one of
Nice.
my films.
Well, you start writing that down. Now, I do have one concern, and I hope it's not going to be a deal breaker.
I don't know.
Now-
What is your concern? You seem like a pretty well-rounded individual. Like you got a good head on your shoulders, and I like your enthusiasm, which I haven't seen in a long time. So tell me.
A good head on your shoulders is actually a good way to jump into this.
Okay.
So in the title, I do say that Timac from the 80s cult classic Last Dragon wearing a blonde mullet wig.
Mm-hmm.
Now we will have to get a wigster. Is it a wig
That's
master?
right.
A wigster?
Yes.
So
a wig
to get-
stir.
Because we need. This is, I think, what's going to be the.
We might need a master wigster.
Yeah.
We might have to go to the top.
Well, if you're going to get a blonde mullet wig for a decidedly black, inexperienced actor,
Yes.
so we can make sure that people do not mistake this for the 80s cult classic La Last Dragon,
Right.
and do recognize it as 80s cult classic Roadhouse, then I think this wig is going to be the star of the show.
Is there anything you can show me, like a picture of this character wearing the wig?
No, I can't, but I can show you this.
Oh, you're putting your zipper. Oh my Lord. Your
So-
penis has a wig on it. And if my eyes are lying to me, your penis is Patrick Swayze.
To my knowledge, this head size matches the head size of Timac perfectly.
Oh, I could, yes.
So I would be willing
That
to
was
make
an
the
impressive head.
sacrifice. Thank you. I would be willing to make the sacrifice and be cold for a couple of months off Broadway.
So you're going to chop your penis off?
Oh, I was just going to remove the wig.
Oh.
I guess it's technically a merkin. You usually don't put merkins on the head.
No, well, you can.
You can.
I know a lot of people with pubical deficiencies, and they have merkins.
Yes. So I don't know.
I prefer the Jerry curl merkin.
Yes. Well, and
Dripping and...
And that's actually when I do the movie The Last Dragon, based on the cinematic hit from Timac, featuring Patrick Swayze from the 80s cult classic Roadhouse.
Oh my God, yes,
Yeah.
the
When we do that
reversal film.
When we do that reversal film, then we're gonna have to get the Jerry Curl one to put on for him to be Timac.
That's right.
So
Will anybody have a problem that it's the opposite race, you think?
I think that everybody will have a problem with it. And not from,
I like where you're going with this movie.
and not from a racial standpoint, just from a
A cinematic standpoint.
Yeah.
A humanity standpoint.
yeah, it's just huh? Like that's what's gonna be.
That's
on.
what the movie will be entitled in Asia.
And then when they see it and they realize that we've made all the right decisions, they're gonna go,
All the right.
oh,
Ah.
see, oh, that's better. I like that a lot better. Okay, I can't
You know
be
what?
in. Well,
I think I might be
Yeah.
completely on board with this.
that's wonderful.
Only unless you can get me a Patrick Swayze approved merkin of my own.
Okay,
Could we put out a line of merkins
I don't
called
see-
Roadhouse, the merkin?
I don't see why not. You could have a Terry Funk merkin. You could have a big long gray
And each-
Sam
and-
Elliott merkin.
And each merkin is guaranteed to stink like something cooking on a grill.
Yes, on an old rusty.
On an
grill.
old rusty grill.
Okay, I am on board with this. I do have one problem.
What's that?
Patrick Swayze, who I've already mistakenly cast in that Reverse movie, he died recently. of
Oh my
pancreatic cancer.
God. He did. I was at his funeral. What the frig?
So
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Well, is it more on me for miscasting him in that other thing, or is it more on you for asking for him to have approved something when you knew for a fact he was dead?
I don't know. Well, we're both morons.
Let's toss that aside. What were you thinking?
Okay, I'm thinking now. Okay, Weekend at Bernie's 3 crossover. We dig up Patrick Swayze's body, posthumous performance. The money goes to charity. For people who died in dance-related accidents.
I don't mean to laugh. I'm laughing with joy.
Because the idea is so amazing. I know.
I love it. Well, sir, I think we are in business.
That's the sound of a handshake.
The best part about that whole sketch is the fact that you ended up selling me the project.
I think that's always what happens.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. We hope you kept this on to make it worthwhile. Thanks so much for checking it out. Check us out next week. We're going to announce what's coming the week after.
Yes, we are.
We love you all. Remember, go to miscastcommentary.com. Email us, joe@miscastcommentary.com, Todd at miscastcommentary.com.
I'm going to start looking at that thing or something, too.
It's still empty. Nobody listens. But, yeah, lots of ways. Catch us on our Facebook page. Catch us on our Twitter at Miscast Podcast. We want to hear from you. We want to hear requests. We want to hear feedback. We want to hear everything. Make sure that you are, wherever you're seeing this thing, like it, comment on it,
or
subscribe
dislike it.
to
That's
it.
up to you. But just keep listening.
Yeah. If there's a dislike button, I don't know. We are on YouTube
How come
as well.
there isn't a dislike button?
I think
it's
YouTube's got a dislike
It's probably
button.
so negative already that you don't even need it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can only press plus and or thumbs up, and you're gonna put some fucking troll ass comment anyway. So you don't need the thumbs down.
Well, originally I was gonna title this, instead of Miscast Commentary, my idea was Fake and Gay. But then I was afraid that they were gonna think that was like we were like a radio zoo crew, and those were our names. Like, which one of them's fake? Which one of them's gay? But the way that the one of us is fake is that they're gay, so it's fine.
Ain't nothing fake about my gay baby.
All right. Well, while you guys assign those to us in some weird format, and hopefully don't.
Bacon cray. Which one's bacon? Which one's cray?
I think we just determined that. I think we're all set. I thought you were saying
Tina Fey.
I thought you were saying bacon cray, like bacon and then the
word cray. Yes.
Oh, that is what.
That is exactly what I said.
Oh, okay. I apologize.
What the fuck? Where are you?
Well, I thought you were saying bacon.
This is what all the kids are saying.
Yeah, the kids.
Let's go bacon cray up in here, man.
Kids. I wonder how they felt when they saw a friggin' cassette recorder in this.
Oh my god. There was just something on the line there where they they showed kids a cassette player and they didn't know what the hell it was.
This is Todd's technological standpoint. I saw this on the line, not online, on the line.
On there, man.
He's like, I look up all my Facebookings, and then I go on the line.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Play it on the line. Mm-mm. You can lay on my line any day.
Can't think of a better way to sign off on this one. All right, guys. We'll catch you next week. Thank you so much.
Thank you.